YouTube, we are live as well. Sweet. Okay, let's play the intro. It is draft day here, ladies and gentlemen. We got the NFL draft here. All 32 teams have their pick as of this moment here, as we're about to head to the draft here. We got the Bears fans in here, Charlie, representing the Chicago Bears. We got Phil representing the Houston Texans on not the Eagles. Me representing the Packers, and Eagles, well, they can go bye-bye. So there we go.
That would work well if Phil was a Philadelphia Eagles fan. That could roll right off the tongue. So I saw where you were going with that, but for draft night, you got to be a little bit happier. You're at 25, Phil, instead of 32 if you were for the Eagles. So in that case, you'd be happy tonight at least.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. So I think how much time we got until this draft is underway? What are we talking? Like a few more minutes, and then of course, the Titans will take probably 5 minutes when they've had this pick locked up for the last 2 weeks, which will be great. So we'll sit and be able to watch that.
Didn't the Bears pick for Caleb Williams last like 20 minutes, if I'm correct, Charlie, last year?
Yeah. And they called Caleb Williams, and they were sitting him and making him wait around the entire time for like the full first 8 minutes when they knew the pick. It's like, come on, dude, let's get this over with. I'm trying to see all the pictures and get everything on my social media already. I'm trying to hit some retweets. So.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I will say I wasn't a big fan of that intro though. That did hurt me to see. I didn't realize the intro was going to be all Green Bay. I thought it'd be a little more related to not full Packers. I was like, gosh, man, I'm in enemy territory. And the draft's in Green Bay.
You got to appreciate it being Green Bay at least. You got to give a little praise for that. You had the draft in Chicago 2 times.
Yeah. You would love this room. Not only is there Green Bay stuff behind us, but there's like tons of stuff in front of us.
We got here. We got Reggie White over here. And then let's see if I move my camera. We got Green Bay sign over here.
We'll sign a banner.
We got banner. We got everything out here for Packers. And then we got special autographs over there with Reggie White, Ray Nitschke, all the Packer legends you would love. And then we got Packer sign over there.
Hey man, I respect the setup. I respect the dedication, but what I do not respect is the color scheme, the logos, and just about everything else aside from that. But I do respect the dedication to the setup. I have a virtual background, so I'm losing this setup battle so far tonight for sure.
I respect the virtual background. I can never do that every time I try to attempt that. It never works for me.
It's a valiant effort, but I'm 0-1 in 2025 against Jeremy right now when it comes to Bears and Packers fandom. But the most important thing is the Bears are 1-0 against the Packers in 2025, and that's the only stat that really matters. So that's all that really matters.
Yeah, congratulations. The Bears are finally on the up and up.
Hey, man, what are we like 3 years in a row, off-season champions? Hang the banner. We hang the banner. So I told myself I'm not going to get my hopes up until we actually start winning football games. I've done that every single offseason. I even told my brother, who's a Bears fan, like a couple weeks ago, I was like, man, I think I'm starting to get excited. We made some free agent signings. I was like, I'm starting to get excited. He's like, dude, you can't do it. He's like, it's too early, man. We got to win some football games first.
Every year it always happens for them.
Exactly. But I don't know. For the Bears at 10, I will say, I hope it's not. I mean, if it is tight end, it's tight end. I was a tight end myself, so I'd be fine with it. Mm-hmm. But it's like, apparently with Ben Johnson, we're going to bring a lot of 12 personnel, so I can see why we would do it. I would just prefer, I don't think Campbell's going to slip all the way there, but I wouldn't mind it if Will Campbell slipped that far. I heard a couple rumors. We actually moved up and have some of the best odds to pick Ashton Jeanty, who I think I'd rather have tight end over him, but we got options for sure.
Are you in favor, like, obviously, like Tyler Warren or Loveston's like a great player and everything, but you got Cole Kmet. What is your reaction if they take the tight end, because that was kind of shocking me a little bit. I'm like, there you got Cole Kmet, and you signed him to a big deal. So why would the Bears take it out of tight end?
I was surprised too. I was shocked when I saw the mock draft saying it'd be tight end, but I guess Ben Johnson is a big 12 personnel guy that ran it a ton in Detroit. So if we're going to use 2 tight ends and he has a plan for it, I'm definitely not against it. So if it works out, it definitely doesn't fill a need. But if we go tight end and then we draft just O-line, D-line, the rest of the draft, I'll be okay with it. As long as we get some needs filled in there as well.
Gotcha. No. I all I care is you guys don't get Tyler Warren or Ashton Genty. That's all I care. Anybody else, I'm fine with that. Just those 2. Take anybody else.
Yeah. Tyler Warren.
They did.
As an unbiased Penn Stater, I have to state.
Yeah, Penn Stater.
Exactly. So I will say something. We can check it and see if it is still the exact same way. But I did see the books move the odds, and the Bears somehow moved up to be the favorite to get Ashton Genty today. I don't know what they know, but that does usually reflect some actual possible trades that could happen. So I'm very intrigued to see what happens there. And I got full faith in, I shouldn't even say the Bears front office. It feels weird saying, but I do have full faith in Ryan Poles if he wants to make a move. I trust him. So
he's got one more year left, I say, for that off-season banner, and then maybe a fire. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So what are you guys thinking? We kind of talked about the Packers and the Texans, but give the people what you guys are looking for. You're a little later in the draft for sure, but
I think my bold take is going to be Shedeur Sanders to the Saints. That's my bold take. Phil, I don't know about you.
You stole my take.
Oh, okay.
You stole my take.
Well, somebody had to say it.
No. I said you said he was going to go to a completely different team.
Oh, did you?
And you literally stole my Saints prediction.
And what do you think about Sanders then?
Sanders?
Yeah. Is he a bust?
Just overall, he mid.
Oh, mid. Okay.
Yeah, he mid.
Mid. Okay.
He's like one of those like big name guys that's just going to be super average, I think.
But the question is, does he have aura though?
Does he have aura?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he's got aura.
I don't think it matters of like his skills or anything. It's just, does he have aura, and that's good enough for the team.
True, that's a good point.
All he needs to have aura.
Yeah, if you have a lot of aura points, that does.
Can we review? I mean, think about it. Caleb Williams, somewhat his aura is there's questionable aura with it. It's like how he goes about it. He had a questionable year last year.
Yep.
Jaden Daniels, would you guys say he has aura?
I would say
he's got big aura for sure.
Right. Drake May, a little less aura, but I feel like he's got like the quiet thing going on.
Quiet aura? I'm not seeing the aura.
I don't
with Drake May.
I see a little aura, but not as much though. I just don't see it because that offensive line was terrible, which is why they're going to take Will Campbell, in my opinion.
So I mean, so far it looks like Jeremy, that does seem to be a pretty good gauge if a quarterback's going to be good or not. Because I think Michael Penix, he has none, and we haven't seen anything from him. I know he was okay in a couple games.
This year's the year. This year's the year.
This is a big Penix fan over here.
I'm a huge Penix guy.
Are you really?
I'm a Penix and Bo Nix believer.
I'm a Bo lever. I'm taking shots at Bo Zempic. I'm on that for sure.
Okay.
I'm on the Bo Nix trade. I'm on that, but just not the Michael Penix. I don't care.
Well, people are hopping on the Bo train as soon as he got to the playoffs, right? But Penix, you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out.
Yeah,
I like it. Phil's on the train early.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean,
exactly.
It was a questionable pick last year, but now
it was a weird pick.
But now it's not as bad as it turned out.
Yeah,
not as bad.
At first, it looked weird taking like the oldest quarterback when you had Cousins,
especially when he's supposed to be like 23 or 24. I think he is.
Yeah,
he's very old for a quarterback.
Old guy. So I will say, I think that this is a crazy segue we went down, which was originally just talking about if we think Shedeur Sanders is going to be good. I think it's a big system. What system does he get into? Like, you can look at the guys last year, too. Caleb Williams probably has the most talent, but he's on the Bears, so we just screw him. And then, I mean, if he gets into if he goes to New York, I would say his career is over. Like, he's going to be in a dumpster fire organization. It's not going to work out well. Saints, he might have a little bit more of a chance. They have a new head coach, right?
They got Kellen Moore from the Eagles.
Yep.
And I like that. See, that would be a good system for him to end up in. I feel like Kellen Moore did a great job in LA and when he was in Dallas. So
Yeah, the system's really gonna depend for any pocket passer, really, because you can't get bailed out as much.
exactly. Yeah, he's kind of, I heard someone say he's got like kind of a Brock Purdy comp to him, kind of just like a pocket passer in a good system. He could be fantastic. He can still extend plays and make plays when he needs to, but he's definitely not like a scrambler like, your Jordan or Jaden Daniels, Lamar Jackson, any of those archetypes, but he can still make plays with the feet.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Cam Ward, though? Obviously, he's going 1, but what do you guys think about the fit there?
I mean,
the Titans are
they're
an
goober.
Unfortunate organization.
I feel like it's gonna be like a Trevor Lawrence situation where he's good, but then he goes to like a bad organization. It's just like he's gonna turn.
I like that comp. Same division too.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a repeat of like Trevor Lawrence. It's just a terrible organization.
The Urban Meyer. I think it's gonna be the Urban Meyer season.
Oh
for them.
no.
It's gonna turn out for that because I'm like, Trevor had one good year, and then ever since that, it's been terrible.
I mean, long-term potential for sure.
That's true.
He's a good quarterback, but we'll see.
And I appreciate his celebration. This thing.
Yeah, I like that one.
I like that one. I like that. So hopefully he brings that to Tennessee. I will say in the Titans defense, I actually do like Brian Callahan, their head coach. Obviously, he was working with an idiot under the pot, at quarterback last year with Will Levis. The ongoing meme that Will Levis is. But he was good when he was in Cincinnati. Did great things with Joe Burrow. So maybe it could work out there a little bit better than in Jacksonville. But I do like that comp between Cam Ward and Trevor Lawrence there.
Yeah, I think it's gonna especially like what the Titans do in this draft of like the weapons that they got. I mean, they just got Tyler Lockett, but like Lockett's not the same guy he once was.
They're the retirement team.
Yeah, they're the retirement community. Anybody that like needs a contract, go to Tennessee.
It's a place where NFL wide receivers go to die.
Yep.
Exactly.
I mean, literally, did I ever tell you I saw DeAndre Hopkins? I lived in Tennessee for 1 year. Saw DeAndre Hopkins. It was like a rooftop of a hotel. It was very dark in this rooftop of a hotel. And I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I'm next to a Hall of Famer right now. I'm like, I'm freaking out. I'm like, no way. And I got to take a picture. So I get my camera. I go to take a picture. And like I said, it's a dark room. So my flash automatically turns on and I take a picture and it flashes and DeAndre Hopkins just turns around. What is this idiot doing? And I'm like, oh my gosh, dude. I literally scrambled. I fake took a picture of my friends. Like I was taking a picture of someone else. And I was like, we got to leave. I'm like, I just embarrassed myself in front of DeAndre Hopkins.
Good story there. That's a great story.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's your favorite player too, Phil, isn't it? DeAndre?
Oh, favorite? I mean, there's so many to pick.
Oh, wait, I forgot. You're a Vince Wilfork guy.
I'm a big Vince Wilfork guy.
Vince Wilfork.
I'm a big one. Yeah.
That's what got you into football too.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you could have became a Pats fan.
That's true. Well,
you almost became one.
That'd be lame, though.
That would be lame.
That'd be a lame organization to pick up.
Exactly.
I respect a guy who can fail a physical but still contribute somehow to a football team. That's impressive.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Gross, dude. Are you guys seeing this Packers highlight tape right now on the broadcast right here?
Not on the broadcast. We got premium.
We got ads.
Yeah, we got ads right now on us. Because for some reason, my TV down here is like completely different than like everything else. It doesn't have cable for some reason, but it has like a premium NFL network for some reason. Don't know why, but hopefully it works fine for us. Otherwise, we got to go to a TV in our house.
So I mean, it's as long as you guys got the draft up. So
yeah,
it's not like people need to be, it's not like we need to be live reacting to this as much as like a basketball game. That would be bad if you're like a couple minutes behind. But for these, it's we'll be all good, I'm sure. What was I about to say? I don't know. Something it was going to be funny though. Just know that. But I don't know. I was probably going to say something about this Packers montage. This is going to be tough having to watch this the entire time. Cause I mean, I'm just getting spammed with Brett Favre, Vince Lombardi in my face this whole entire time. Like this isn't happening next year in Green Bay, right?
No, it's in Pittsburgh next year. is from what I know of, and then I don't know what the other one is. I know Pittsburgh's next year though.
They're starting to do a tour on like the NFL draft, right? Like they're trying to go to different cities.
They did it since after they only did Chicago twice because they wanted to see if it would like repeat itself again, and then they did Nashville, they did Dallas, they did Philly, then they did Detroit last year. I think that was it from my knowledge. Yeah, I think that's it so far.
Where did it always used to be? Wasn't there always one spot where the draft would be? Or was it New York, right?
Yeah, Radio City, New York.
I appreciate it. And then the only thing that won't ever move, I think, is the draft combine. I think they'll always have that Lucas Oil. I don't think that's much of a draw.
Yeah, they try to change it up, but I think it's going to stay where it is.
I did go to the NFL draft combine for once. For Response United, I went to the draft combine, took some pictures. So you guys know who's the guy who does the impersonations? Does amazing sports impersonations. He's an indie guy. Say that again.
Michael Keane K, the guy.
No, not like this famous. He's an Instagram Reels guy. He does a great. I'm not gonna be able to think of it now. He was doing interviews for the Colts, and he came up and asked me questions while I walked up. I was like, "Hey man, I'm a big fan," and they asked me questions like, "Who do you think the Colts should take?" And I did say Anthony Richardson. So hindsight being 2020, I messed up on that one. I think. I gotta find this guy now.
Well, now we got TV working for us there. We got people showing up at Packer fans.
All them Packer fans.
And there's the Bears.
Yeah, we got the Bears.
Now the Bears show up. Wow, that's fun.
Hey man,
Green
Bay's not that far. We got dedicated fans. They'll go into enemy territory.
That's true. That is true. Only just to get upset.
Oh, all right. I mean, yeah, we haven't won in. Or no, we
Well, you won this past year.
It was in Lambeau. Heck yeah, dude. I almost forgot for a second.
Besides
yeah,
that,
as the rightful owners of Lambeau Field, I would like to say this draft might actually be in Chicago. I think it's in Chicago adjacent.
Well, as the owner of Chicago, we get to decide what you guys do.
Frick. All right. Yeah, kind of got me on that one. Kind of got me on that one there, yeah.
Ugh. Will Levis, 5-16 careers as a starter. He's a legend, though, Phil. I can say that.
Yeah, mailman. Yeah.
I have his autograph. I got it at the Super Bowl this year.
Also, it was Joey Molinaro. If you guys know who that is.
Yeah. I heard
his name. I got his name. He's hilarious. So Joey Molinaro, he was there doing interviews, and I walked up, and he made me do an impersonation of Bill Polian.
Oh, yeah.
No, Jim Irsay. He made me do an impersonation of Jim Irsay, and I was like, I just need to sound like I smoke cigarettes, I think. So that was pretty much what I did for my impersonation.
There you go.
Well, what is your impersonation? Can you give us?
No, I'm not doing it again. I did it once. I was on the spot.
We tried.
That video, it got onto TikTok, like on the Colts TikTok. I was like, bro, I'm like, please, man. I'm like, this is so bad.
I got Roger Goodell doing a bike. That's fun. Oh, watch him bike crash here. No,
yeah, what is this, dude?
Not yet. He's having a nice bike turn there.
Oh, please crash. Please crash. Like, hopefully he's okay, but like that would be hilarious if he ate it.
Oh, there's more people going on there. They got Mason Crosby. Who else they got?
Oh, is this because the Packers they're the ones that have like people bike in, right? To practice?
Yeah. They got Lil Wayne biking on the stage right now.
The fact that Lil Wayne's a Packers fan pisses me off.
I love him.
He's second. Off. Number one is Anthony Davis. He's from Chicago and he's a Packers fan.
I remember that. I remember him showing up at what was it? He showed up in I think it was the 49ers playoff game where we lost, but he showed up wearing a Packers Rodgers jersey, I remember.
Bad guy, man. From Chicago and he's a Packers fan. Oh, is he getting some booze for
I think Goodell. It's normal.
No, we're getting a decent amount of booze, but Green Bay might be too nice. They might be too nice up there to really boo him.
That is true. That is the Green Bay Wisconsin stereotype. That is the classic there.
But yeah, they did show some other fans from other fan bases booing him. So I'm glad he's still getting his booze, you know?
He always gets his booze every single year, I swear.
Keeping up the tradition.
It is tradition. He's not the worst commissioner, but he deserves booze.
Yeah, let's look up. I'm going to ask, only one person ask if you want answers fast, man. You go straight to ChatGPT. When did Roger Goodell start getting booed every year at the draft?
Probably his first year.
Right, like there's got to be
I think
a reason for it. Because now it's a pretty good tradition. He got copped out with, making picks in his basement. I was mad during COVID that I was like, can we pipe in some booze? This doesn't feel like the draft right now.
Exactly.
It was as soon as he took over commissioner, 2006. Regularly at the NFL draft starting in 2006, the year he became the NFL commissioner. However, the booing became a widely recognized annual tradition starting in 2007 and especially intensified with the rise of social media. Hey, man, that's one of the best traditions in sports then.
Exactly. Hey, Clay Matthews, my brother. Love that guy. Jordy Nelson, the guy who destroyed the Bears a lot.
Yeah.
Crosby.
Yeah, I can respect Jordy Nelson.
Let's go. Amon Green. James Jones, Mr. Hoodie. Love Mr. Hoodie. Woohoo! Lil Wayne. Thank you for your father for getting Packers gear when the Packers won the Super Bowl in New Orleans.
Yeah, dude. He's from New Orleans, man. He's a Packers fan. What the?
Oh, God.
Oh, gosh. This is great.
Oh, boy.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Oh,
that
man.
is a great message.
All right, dude. Are you kidding me? Like, this is what we're doing, man? No, it's fine, dude. No, it's fine. If you want to have the draft in Green Bay, it's supposed to be your shining moment. You know what I mean? Good to show how great Green Bay, Wisconsin is, how hospitable Green Bay is, and how, you probably want to have the draft back here. But the only thing you're able to think about is the Chicago Bears during that. No, it's fine. I live rent-free in Clay Matthews' head. All he does is think about me. I guess that's fine. If he's always thinking about the city of Chicago on a night when he's supposed to be, building the future of the Green Bay Packers and hosting, that's fine. It's fine with me, man. Live rent-free.
He does have the same amount of Super Bowl rings as your franchise, though.
Hey, man, you have one Super Bowl franchise, actual championship back when it was like, Mickey Mouse rings and there were like 12 teams in the league and they named it after Vince Lombardi because they had nothing else to do, So you only have one or two.
I mean, the Bears also won.
1-0-20. Why are we talking about the past? You know what I mean? So I don't live in the past. This is 2025. I live in the now.
I mean, the Bears also won this Mickey Mouse trophies, if you want to say that too, because they did win it in the early days as well.
Yeah, I mean, we were pretty good. Shout out George Howells, Shout out.
Great man.
Yeah, so. Yeah, no, I appreciate that from Clay Matthews. You know what? Let's make this night about Chicago. This is about Chicago. We're in Chicago, and let's just talk about the Bears the whole time. I'm okay with that.
It's classic Packer fans. Classic. We always say it. It'd be nice if they said in another team, just like either the Lions or the Vikings, like somebody else maybe, or you could just ran on the Cowboys for the fun of it.
That is true. That's like remember the Jay Feely speech?
Oh, yeah.
Out the year after they won the Super Bowl in Dallas.
Yep.
Yeah, the quote where he's like, Dallas, the last time you guys won the Super Bowl, most of these draft picks weren't even born.
That's probably my favorite moment from the draft of someone roasting another team.
Him, Pat McAfee had a good one, I think, a couple years ago.
Drew Pearson had one the year prior before the Eagles won the first Super Bowl because they had the draft in Philly and he roasted Philly so much.
Oh, really?
He was as an undrafted player in the NFL, getting undrafted. I think the Philadelphia Eagles were giving me a career.
That's a pretty good one. That's good. I don't think I'll have to look that one up and find it, but okay. Now we are officially in the saga of taking as much time as possible. Oh, Cam Ward just picked the phone up. I'm actually fine with that. I think he might be getting the call now. What's your guys' prediction? Cam Ward's stat line, rookie year in Tennessee, assuming he starts week 1, which I would assume he will.
Rookie stat line.
Less than 4,000. I can say that. Like,
I mean,
yeah, I think it would be like. Trying to think, it'll probably be similar to like Caleb Williams' stats a little bit, just a little higher. Probably like a little higher the passing yards. I would probably say maybe like 25 passing TDs is my guess with it.
Okay. So, I like that. Phil, what are you thinking?
I mean, he a bum if he goes to the Titans. I mean, is he really going to get any touchdowns over there? I don't think so.
He might get all his touchdowns against the Texans.
I don't know about that.
Are you sure?
Every time they put on them Oilers unis, they get smoked. So
he has a very hatred, Charlie, about the Tennessee Titans wearing the Houston Oilers jerseys because he claims that it's a Texan uniform.
They tried to disrespect us multiple times, and they haven't won a single game in those uniforms against us.
Yeah, I think it should be just a battle of like if one game they should just do it. If it's like comes down like AFC South Championship at one point or something like that, it should be whoever wins the game gets to keep the jerseys.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, I think Cam Ward will throw a lot of interceptions his rookie year. I think just based upon the way he played at Miami, I would say I'll make a bold claim and say he'll be over. What was Peyton Manning? Before I say anything outlandish, what was Peyton Manning's record? Let's see. Peyton Manning, interceptions. I feel like it was like 28. I could be saying a really high number right now. I don't want to say anything too wild. 28. I just know that.
There we go.
Okay, damn.
28 interceptions. I will say Cam Ward will be over 20 interceptions his rookie year. I think he'll throw more touchdowns, so I think he'll have maybe around that 28 number. But I think he'll be over 20 interceptions rookie year.
Okay. A learning season for him.
I think just the way he played at Miami, like he's a playmaker. He's going to try. Like they're showing it right now. He's just doing that little push pass. Stuff in the backfield. Like it worked really well, and I think eventually they're also showing Patrick Mahomes highlights alongside of Cam. What are we?
It hasn't been how long? It's been 15 minutes, and they're already showing Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, dude. Like, how can we squeeze Patrick Mahomes in here?
Must be trying to learn how do you get a free play from the refs of just getting a hit to the sidelines. That must be it for him.
Honestly, if you're going to draft a quarterback, does he underthrow a deep ball should be part of what you calculate in there. Having a quarterback who underthrows a deep ball is almost better because it's just a PI every time. If you underthrow a deep ball on one-on-one coverage, it's just as good as a completion.
True.
Mm-hmm.
It's a spot foul. You get the flag right there. I mean, like when you throw a deep ball like that, there's few things that happen. It's like interception, rare, incompletion, like that's fine. And then catch or there's a flag. And it's like two of those things are more likely. You know what I mean? The flags are good out. So I like throwing it deep and put it short. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Exactly.
Analytics are on your side, I bet. So
yeah, they should just throw a Hail Mary every play. I think.
What were you, Aaron Rodgers that year? Oh, crazy.
Screw the West Coast offense, Dinkin and Duncan. I'm going to have a high school football team. We're just going to throw the ball deep every play. We're going to run a Hail Mary every play. I'll get one kid from the basketball team to.
That's a good strategy. Yeah. Get either a basketball player or a volleyball player.
So just have them high point the ball every time. That's not true, actually. If I was a high school football coach, I'd definitely run the wing tee. Mm-hmm. I'd run the wing tee, and it'd be 3 yards in a cloud of dust every single play, just full back dive.
That's a great one.
All right, pick is in.
Oh, it's in.
Any bold predictions, guys? I think it might be fullback here. What are you thinking?
A fullback?
I think a punter maybe.
Yeah, punter, maybe. Yeah.
I don't know, guys. I don't think you guys understand how important the long snapper is in today's football.
That's true.
That's true.
That's very true.
They are the most important.
Think about it. You draft a long snapper right here, best in the draft, like you get 15 solid years of that. Cam Ward's not guaranteed 15 years.
That's true.
That's very true.
You got to think about these things, you know?
There we go. Oh, Cameron Ward, not Cam Ward. Whoa.
There it is.
There we go.
They use
Best
this
of luck to him. I hope he does well because the Texans need someone to go against.
They do need some competition in the AFC South.
Be careful what you wish for, Phil.
No, I'd rather that than just coasting number one in the division every time.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be. I mean, the Jaguars are supposed to be, the competition every year. You got the Colts who are good for, a solid like 8 wins somehow every single year, even though they shouldn't.
Yeah, they're okay right now. The Jags were supposed to be really good, but they just kind of flubbed. Their defense is so bad.
Which is crazy. They're probably, they're probably going to go Ash and Genty. Is Adam Schefter wearing a sweatshirt?
I don't know.
That might be. I think that's my biggest takeaway. So, Jacksonville trades to number 2. Jacksonville Jaguars now on the clock.
Okay.
What are we doing here? Travis Hunter? It's Travis Hunter.
Travis
Hunter.
That would be a pick.
I knew it
That
was
would be a haul.
What? Now we gotta look.
I'm still caught up kind of on that terrible outfit Adam Schefter is wearing, but I'll try to get over it. I mean, that's awful, dude. He's wearing a hoodie underneath this a suit.
I wonder what those trade details are, though.
What does Twitter say?
Very interesting.
Twitter, let's see. As I'm live reporting this. Twitter. Nope, that's Tennessee Titans. That's not helpful. Oh, wait. Nope, never mind. Schefter just, to annoy Charlie a little, basically he just gave a tweet of the Bears traded for Mitchell Trubisky.
He said that?
Yeah, he posted that as like a highlight. Oh, here we go. 5th round pick, 36, 126, and 20. So they have 2 first rounds, a 2nd round pick, and a 4th round pick. And Jacksonville receives a 4th, 6th, and a 1st round pick.
Oh, that's a good done deal for them.
For the Browns or
Jags? For the Browns and for the Jags, because they obviously would probably want Hunter.
Yeah.
Or Carter. But
I feel like if you're thinking if you want Abdul Carter,
what's up?
We have a Browns fan. Hold on, put him live, Phil. We need to hear. We need to hear a Browns fan. We got our Browns fan coming on, but we have to hear.
You're on speaker.
Oh, Jeremy, I'm backstage. I'm trying to join the stream for some emergency up to date. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Browns just did some crazy.
He's okay. Now he's on. Okay, he's on the Twitter. We see Zach on the Twitter now. Okay. You're on the okay. Hold on, we will get you in as we are doing this. Charlie, we got a Browns fan coming in as we were reporting this live here. Today. Zach is perfect time on this. Perfect. There we go.
Yeah, I want to hear a live reaction here.
Yo, okay. Am I in here?
You are in, sir. What is your reaction to this trade here?
I'm a fan. I truly am a fan. I like the idea of Hunter, but he's also kind of weird, Getting a 1st next year, regaining some of that Deshaun Watson sunk costs we've had, and like a 2nd round pick and all that. I like it. Now, I have no clue who we're going to take at 5. I'm honestly thinking of Genty, to be honest, because we don't have Chubb anymore. But we will see. Yeah.
Who do you want at 5?
I haven't even thought that far. All I've thought. I am a Shador fan. I will say. So I'd like him.
We were just talking like system. Your system really matters. Would Shador in Cleveland be a good system? I would say that usually doesn't sound good, like good system Cleveland. But what are your thoughts there?
I mean, the team history is a team history, but I think he fits the Stefanski offense perfectly, in my opinion. He's not like a rushing QB guy, Stefanski, so I like his fit. So I would like Shador or Genty. Like, let's get something, sexy. Let's get a sexy pick in Cleveland,
There we go.
I like it. Well, the Jaguars got their pick in. Do you think it's going to be Travis Hunter? Is that why they traded with the Browns? Is that what you're thinking?
Schefter
Has
was
to.
saying that on ESPN, but
Yeah.
Has to be.
I mean,
I don't know for
it's
sure.
unless they're trying to one up the Giants on Carter, but
I thought it could have been Gentry for a hot second. I thought it could have been for
Yes,
rumor wise, but I think it'll be Hunter.
Yeah.
I think Hunter for them makes a lot more sense for what they're trying to do.
Because they need another like Jalen Ramsey, but I mean, they said they're
guys-
gonna go bold.
What do you think Travis Hunter does playing wise? Wide receiver, DB. What are your guys' thoughts?
I think it makes the most sense for him to play corner and
Yeah.
then have some plays drawn up specially for him.
Yeah, I agree. It's hard to be a part-time cornerback, but
Yeah.
he could be a part-time wide receiver. So yeah.
What dollar amount though wise, like for Travis Hunter? I think you would get paid more if you're a receiver. No, I think that's like what the market would be.
That's true.
So I agree. I think he should play corner. Like a lockdown corner is more valuable, I feel like, a little bit than like a big time receiver. But if he's looking at the market, he's seeing like Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, all these guys getting paid, he might be like, maybe I want to play receiver.
Yeah. And if he wants to play receiver, then that's what they got to do. So it's really up to him at the end of the day.
Yeah, Zach, I
I
will
don't
say,
think he's mad either way.
for your team, Zach, this is a little bit like Draft Day the movie here. You traded with the Jacksonville Jaguars. You didn't
No, is it in the movie? The Jags?
You trade with the Jaguars in the movie. You didn't, but that was the last trade you made with. It was 3 second-round picks you gave up for. But hey, gotta wait and see. Who the heck
Is
is this?
Kevin Costner in the war room? Can we get a live look in Cleveland right now? Is Kevin Costner in there? He might still be making the calls.
True. Yeah. Andrew Berry might as well be Kevin Costner. He is not a good GM.
All right, we got the pick here.
Is that Eric Armstead?
Travis Hunter.
We're so beautiful.
I mean, the trade, as much as they did, it makes sense, I guess, because he's kind of a one-of-a-kind guy.
Yeah.
If you get a chance to take Travis Hunter, I guess you go out and get him. I guess they really liked him, so
Yeah.
I think you put him at corner. I think you play him there. But interesting, man. I did not see this coming, that's for sure.
I knew the Jaguars were gonna make a trade, but I wouldn't have thought for Hunter. I thought it was gonna be Genty because I thought that's what like the rumors I kept hearing for like Genty's supposed to go like very high, even though he's gonna be a top 5 pick.
Yeah, but now the Browns.
That does throw off because no wonder. Oh, you know what? Because I was saying earlier, the odd shift that the Bears were moving to the odds-on favorite to pick Ashton Genty. So that because obviously he's not going 5 anymore because I think that's where a lot of people started to have him. Was Ashton Genty 5. So if the Raiders don't pick him, he might slide back to 10. So that could be something to watch here.
Yeah.
I do kind of think the Browns could take him too. I mean, I don't know what they want to do.
At least take him. But
I don't see Shador, but maybe.
I think if you're the Browns and you just collected more picks, you're sitting there. It's like if you want to take someone at 5, you can probably trade back into the first round and take Shador if you really want him.
True. Yep.
If he's your guy, if you're like, yeah, I'm sold on him. Or I mean, if you want him right now, if he's the guy, like just take him. But I would say you can easily trade back and get him later. Where does he go right now to the Giants?
I doubt it, but
I doubt it too.
possible.
For a while, people were saying, yeah.
I would find it funny if the Giants took Genty. It would just make it hilarious because of what happened with Saquon.
It would be the classic horrible franchise decision.
It would be funny though.
It's like the who's the owner? I'm blanking on his name right now, but the video of his kid.
Yeah.
He's like, why would you get rid of Saquon? And then they tell him to like, you should draft Jaden Daniels, Dad. He's really good. And the dad's like, well, no, I'm not gonna. we can't just do that. He's like, no, you should draft him. It's like, dude, give that kid the keys to the organization, man. He's making some better moves than the dad. He's doing that.
Exactly.
Yeah, you could turn the franchise around in 2 years.
Yeah, he's probably talking to his
wrong.
dad. He's like,
You're
Dad, I
wrong.
did a Madden rebuild and we won a Super Bowl in 2 years. It's easy. Anybody can do it.
Exactly. All right, so we got what we had so far. The first two picks right of all of us saying that was Cam Ward and Travis Hunter, despite the trade. So, yeah. Two for
Well,
two.
Phil, your Texans are on to beat the Jags now twice next year. Improve that pick for us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
That's going to be no problem.
Yeah, how do you feel about having Travis Hunter in the division now?
Well, okay. Well, that is less ideal, obviously. It's. I mean, it was a good pick by them. I mean, you gotta give them it. They gotta have something, right?
Yeah, and you can let him have a little hope. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's
Yeah, you have to
Duval.
totally. I'm surprised my dad hasn't texted me yet. My dad has one of the greatest old head takes where he's like, Travis Hunter's too skinny to play in the NFL. There's no way he's gonna be. I'm like, for sure, man. For sure, man. It's not like Devontae
Yeah.
Smith, like was the second best receiver on a Super Bowl last year. Like that guy doesn't exist or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if he's not 220 pounds of lean, mean muscle, my dad's like, hey, he's too small to play the league.
Ugh.
Boy, maybe he's right. Maybe he's gonna break like a toothpick out there.
Maybe. Who was that? Something Forbes, Emmanuel Forbes, that one guy. He
Oh,
got
yeah.
drafted by the
Titans. Or no, Commanders, I think it was.
Commanders, and then he went to the Rams last year, and that picture came out, and he literally might be 160 pounds.
That's my.
Don't tell my dad that, because that would be a good case for him, because Emmanuel Forbes does stink. All right, pick is in for the old Giants here. Is it going to be Abdul Carter?
Let's see.
Penn State.
Gotta be.
They like the Penn
It's
State.
got, their D line is going to be ferocious
Got
with Carter.
Lawrence, you got Burns, and now Abdul Carter. That's gonna be insane.
Yep. Thibodeau.
Oh yeah, Thibodeau. I forgot about him too.
Yeah.
Is it going to be a proud moment for you, Phil, as a Penn Stater?
Yeah, I'm a big Carter guy, so him going third, it's well deserved if he does.
You wish you went to the Texans.
Why we can't have all of the good edge rushers?
You can only dream for it.
I was going to say you can't go wrong taking an edge early in the draft, but Phil, you can speak. That's actually not true,
Yeah, we
Jadeveon
already got
Clowney.
him. we locked up.
It's supposed to be a heavy edge first round.
Jadeveon Clowney is going about it the right way. That dude's just taking 1-year contracts. I think he's trying to do a tour of the whole United States of America. I think he's trying to do as many 1-year contracts and just see what city he likes the most.
Exactly.
It's not a bad travel plan.
Yeah.
That's true.
Congrats, Phil. Abdul Carter, number 3.
Let's go. We are
Garbage. Hot garbage, you are.
Nah,
That is
just the quarterback was garbage.
as a GM, if you're picking a player and he's rocking a chain that large, what are we thinking there? Is
That's
that
horrible.
pro? Like, are we pro a chain that large, or because that's a massive.
For a D end, that's big aura. Big energy.
Yeah.
True.
It feels like a
D.
quarterback. Then it's like, okay, he's gonna have some problems.
Or
but-
wide receiver.
Yeah, but a D line, that's good.
Wide receiver, yeah. If he came out repping a chain that big, I'd be like, frick, this guy's gonna be on Twitter all the time. He's definitely gonna have some cryptic tweets we're gonna have to figure out. But Deanne, he also, I don't know how that chain fits around his neck. That dude has got a massive neck over there. Which, I mean, I do want a defense fund for sure.
And what's up with all the sunglasses? Like,
Everyone wears
It's-
sunglasses.
it's not that sunny. I mean,
It was supposed to be rainy there right now. It's supposed to be like pouring rain, but it's not pouring rain right now, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, he had a design handshake with Goodell.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of suspicious.
They always do it. I feel like they always like kind of practice it. I told you, Von Miller.
If you guys were drafted, what would you just? I'd probably pants Roger Goodell. I think.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That's where you leave your mark. You're already drafted. What are they gonna do? Like retract the pick? You can't do that.
True.
That's true. I probably would do the what was the one? Rob Gronkowski's family. I do like the huddle with Roger Goodell. Just like do like kind of a mosh pit with him.
Mosh pit? That's a good one.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that would be a record for the fastest amount of time in the NFL to get fined? I think I would break a record for that.
Yeah,
You'd
yeah,
be-
that would be impressive. Yeah.
Doesn't have a contract signed. You're already getting fined by the NFL.
Yeah.
Draymond Green would be proud of me for sure. Not an NFL player, but he'd be proud.
He would.
All right, this is where it starts to heat up, Jeremy. What are you thinking at 4?
I think it's Will Campbell. I think it's still Will Campbell here. I don't see Ashton Gent here because they got Stevenson. Stevenson, well, he had his moments there, especially in fantasy football, but he has moments for the Pats. They need to protect Drake May. Plus, you got Stephon Diggs, the former Texan. They need like the protection for Drake May and to develop a run game, I would say. So I would take Will Campbell, also get your protector.
I love Stephon Diggs, former Texan. That's his legacy.
That's all he'll be known for.
One
Not
year.
Vikings, not Bills, Texan. One season.
Jeremy, do you think would you play Will Campbell at tackle or guard? People are talking about the short arms, man, saying he can't play tackle.
People said that about Brian Bulaga, look how he turned out, Charlie.
Hey, man, I'm just saying what the people are saying, dude. I'm just saying what the people are saying.
It's got to. If you take him this high, you got to think he can play tackle. You know.
Yeah, that's a good
I
point.
would put him at tackle though, Charlie. But like if you
can always switch
mix.
him to guard.
I would-
That's
yeah.
the thing about him.
I would do some mix. Like the Packers line does a lot of mixing, so I'm like, if he can play both, I'm fine with either. But whatever, like if you already have like let's say you have a Joe Thomas, for example, you don't want to put Joe Thomas at guard. You'd rather just keep him in his position. Then you can move Will Campbell over.
That's very true. I would say, I mean, yeah, he proved it. He said that's what people said when he got to the SEC. He wouldn't be able to play tackle. Arms too small. Obviously, it wasn't a problem for him. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
He's got that good base. He can over.
honestly, I would say don't draft him. Like he probably shouldn't go 4. Like maybe let him get to 10.
Yeah.
That's probably what I would say. I wouldn't draft him. Definitely not. Like anybody 4 through 9, like that's a bad pick. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
No bias on that either. Zero bias.
Of course.
I have no background intentions here whatsoever.
Obviously. It's a well-known fact that double digits are superior in every way.
Yeah. He's not a single digit draft pick kind of guy. You got to definitely let him get to 10.
All right, Zach.
All
who
right,
would-
so
if you
go ahead.
for the Browns, who would you say like you would take if it wasn't Ashton Genty then?
I don't know. Man. It's a weird board. I think it's going to be either Genty, Shador, or Mason Graham. I think that's the only guys that make sense. I feel like it's going to be Genty. I don't know. It's just my gut feeling at this moment.
Oh,
If you got Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett, you might as well have a good running back, I guess. So
I guess.
they need something.
Hey, you're not
should
wacko for Flacco?
Yeah, Flacco.
Flacco? Oh,
I'm wacko for Flacco, man. Give him all 17 games, dude. Let him start.
I'm not anymore. I was for that 1 year.
1 year he
That
was good.
dude.
I'm actually Team Pickett. If that's the options, I'm Team Pickett.
Mm.
To see if he can.
Want to
play.
talk about the worst name possible to be a quarterback?
That's true. Unlike
Yeah.
Jackson Dart. I mean, Dart. That's a perfect name.
Yeah.
Maybe the Browns. should
Great.
take it.
great SEC quarterback name. Like Bo Nix, Jackson Dart, like those are just perfect.
You
SEC
need a
quarterback.
one-syllable name.
Oh, there's also
Yeah.
Trent in the day.
Did you say Trent Dilfer?
Yeah, Trent Dilfer back in the day.
Oh my God. Hey, Super Bowl. Hey, you know what? Fun fact for you guys, if anyone didn't know, Aaron Rodgers and Trent Dilfer have the same amount of Super Bowl wins. So
True.
And they have the same amount as the Bears.
Also,
hey man, why you always got to bring me up in these conversations? It seems like you think about me a lot. You know what I mean? It seems like you think about the Bears quite a bit. I was talking about Trent Dilfer and Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I mean, we could say that they got also the same amount as the Jets. That's a bad franchise. And
Yeah.
they've also been to more Super Bowl appearances, Charlie, than the Lions.
Who has?
Dilfer and Rodgers. They've been to more Super Bowl appearances than the Lions.
And then Phil, what about the Texans? Is that a touchy subject for you over there? Is that why you're staying out of this one, the Super Bowl conversation?
There's no touchy subject because they entered the league when it's the hardest to get into the Super Bowl. So I mean, young organization, we got time,
Yeah, 22 years old, like you guys just started drinking, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what was it, 03?
Yeah, exactly. We just got out into the world and now we're ready.
Radio
First, once you get the Houston Oilers jersey back, then you'll be able to start worrying about Super Bowls. You got bigger priorities.
Mhm. That's
Yeah.
actually very true. We got to
You need
strip
to
the
get the baby blues
back.
back.
And now Mike Vrabel is
Will
stepping
Campbell.
They're really happy about their pick, whatever they did.
Yeah, whatever they did.
They
Also,
took
wait, what is Mel Kiper doing at home right now?
Did you see that phone? What is that phone that Kraft has? It looks like a flip phone.
That's suspicious.
That looks like a flip phone I'm seeing there.
Robert Kraft doesn't play
I'm
phone?
gonna.
I think I think he had a flip phone on
Yeah,
him.
doing some untraceable calls.
I'm gonna
it's just
step
in
out
Florida.
while my Browns are on the clock. I'm predicting Genty. I'll see you soon.
Hey, we don't get the live reaction from Zach as we were told from that earlier, but at least we have on the stream so we can hear in the background now.
Exactly.
It's better than nothing. We get at least some type of reaction from Zach. Although he doesn't want the YouTube clips, we knew that from Zach. Phil's
Can I
here.
get can we get a grade on that fit from Will Campbell? I'm not sure I'm feeling that one very much.
We're way behind.
Yeah, we are way. We're not even towards the pick yet, Charlie. We have to. He's getting up to the podium now for Roger Goodell.
I mean, I saw it when he came. Like the pinstripes. He's not wearing a tie with it. I wasn't the biggest fan. I'm not a big fan of that color. I don't know, man. It just wasn't doing it for me.
If you can work the TV, Phil, it doesn't want to work well.
I don't know how your TV works.
It doesn't give you any cable. We could go upstairs. Oh my gosh, what is that? It looks like Jerry Seinfeld. My gosh,
That's what I'm saying, dude.
what is that? It looks like
He do got the goofy fit.
he's got like the what is it? He looks like Willy Wonka's factory with those buttons.
And it doesn't look like I'm not saying I got like tailored suits. Like I'm not doing that, but I don't think that thing's tailored. Like that looks like he got that from his dad, and he's like going to homecoming.
Yeah,
He's not even tucked.
that's not even talking.
The pants don't fit. You know what? I'm fine with not drafting Will Campbell. After seeing that outfit, I'm good, man.
He's 319 pounds. My goodness. Smooth pass pro. Wow, that's fire.
He's repping a little dirty goatee too, which I think O-line, I'm fine with it. A lot of other if I drafted a quarterback and he was repping a dirty goatee like that, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
That's like an old head Colin Cowherd take right there. Where like my quarterback can't wear a backwards hat,
Gotcha.
All right, well, Browns on the clock. We lost Zach, dude. Is he nervous?
Oh, he's nervous. He went in the other room for his pick. He's staying by. He won't show us our live reaction on camera, but he'll show in the background. We'll hear him.
Yeah. He's pacing back and forth down the hallway.
He's trying to pull up Mac Jones out here.
Oh man, Mac Jones is still on the Jaguars too, right?
Yes.
Who would have thought, man? Who would have thought? It is crazy too, because Mac Jones and Trevor Lawrence were in the same high school recruiting class. They were like 1 and 2 coming out.
Yeah.
Now they're 1 and 2 on the depth chart. All right. What do you guys think? Obviously, we know Zach is thinking Genty. I don't think they pull the trigger on him.
Yeah, it's a very weird spot to be in. I cannot imagine what they're thinking if it's not Genty.
Do they go OT, Calvin Banks Jr.?
Maybe they just rip Sanders.
Maybe.
Maybe they go receiver, get McMillan.
I don't know. I don't see it with.
Maybe.
I don't see it. McMillan.
If they have plans to trade up again to the first, possibly.
I mean, I'm trying to think. What are the Browns' needs? Like just about everything, obviously.
CB edge, they definitely need.
Running back, they don't have
they don't have a running back.
Quarterback, obviously.
Quarterback. Offensive line, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
And their defense is good, but they need to fill in the positions because they can't keep them forever.
what the heck? We done?
Also, is Nick Chubb still unsigned?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I just looked that up, which is crazy. I mean, he's had so many injuries. That's the issue.
Yeah, I mean, that injury was devastating.
All right.
Everyone.
Live look. I got a live looking at the. Kevin Costner is not in the Browns green room, so at least we know it's not
That one is that one.
draft day 2.0.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Charlie, we'll be right back. We're going to change our setting just to go up to get our cable version of the game.
Okay. Hey, I will. When you guys come back, I might do like a magic show for the viewers.
All right, you
Never
do that.
I might be doing some juggling. All right. Wow. Mason Graham, it is. Very interesting. Defensive line for the Browns. It's a much better background. That looks a lot better.
We're here.
A lot more appealing to the eye, I would say.
There we go.
Hey, but they went Mason Graham, defensive line. So surprising. I didn't think he'd be going that high, but I don't hate the pick. They need everything, so.
Now you have a good chance. The Bears have a good shot for Ashton Genty now. I don't know if the odds have changed, Charlie.
That is, you know what? Right here. If the Raiders don't get Ashton Genty, I think it will be the Bears.
I think there's a 99% chance of the Raiders to get
I got two words for what just happened.
What is that?
Zero aura. Zero aura. Like, what are we doing, man? Like,
it was a weird pick.
like,
It was.
could you see that guy like becoming an Aaron Donald? No. But hey, Jim Schwartz is a great coordinator, so we'll see. I still like getting the Jags pick next year, so is what it is.
And you got a second round pick too.
Yeah, so you know.
I mean, I'm trying to look at. I'm trying. What did you think about the fit? I'm trying to find a picture of it, but wasn't exactly an aura fit either. Like this is the stuff I look at. You know what I mean? Draft night. Yeah, dude. He was wearing a little sweater. It was almost kind of see through. It was kind of nipping out. Like look, yeah, it's back up here again. I'm not a fan of the chain, except it does kind of work with the dog pound thing going on there.
True.
Maybe that he was going for.
Yeah. Zach, your
Michigan
team's better than Mason
player.
Graham.
A lot of Browns fans like the Buckeyes, so I'm not one of them, but taking Michigan to guys is never safe either for the Browns.
But what is his Madden rating? I think that's the most important thing.
They're probably pretty high. Yeah.
I'll give him, at least like a 78 to start.
Yeah.
I feel like
yeah.
that's pretty good.
79.
Just toss those out for rookies.
Raiders pick is in.
Is it just? It's got to just be auto picked right to Ashton Genty, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Has to.
It's like fantasy. It's like fantasy football where you just auto select if they're already there. You know.
Yeah.
Auto pick.
I mean, since Genty was born, he was
He's
ready to be a Raider.
I mean, what he won the Mountain West Championship in Vegas last year, right? I think.
Yeah.
I think it was in Vegas, or no, they were at home against UNLV, but they did beat UNLV.
Yes.
Yeah, there it is.
Did they pick
I'm
him?
fine with that.
Genty went to the Raiders?
Yeah. I had
I
that pick.
wasn't even watching. I was all distracted.
He's 5'8", 211. I'm taller than him.
I'm sorry he didn't fall to the Bears there for you. But
I honestly, truthfully, I didn't want Genty. Like it'd be cool to get him. You know what I mean? Like it'd be sweet. But I didn't like. I don't want running back. You can win a Super Bowl with like 4th round, 5th round. Look at the
That's
Chiefs
true.
too. They did it every year with Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Isaac Pacheco. So
That's true.
yeah, so I'm good with that, man. I'm good with that. Have him go to the Raiders. He'll have a couple good years. He'll be a great fantasy running back.
Yeah. If they have an offensive line, which they don't.
yeah, it's going to be very rough for him, actually.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs, I mean, they just used to spam him with runs though when he was there. You know what I mean? He'll probably get like 400 carries. So
Oh, he'll get 400 carries.
Oh,
He
yeah.
just will get like maybe 2-3 yard carry per rush.
Yeah, it'll be the
Here's a question.
Yeah,
Will
Saquon-
he be a top 10 fantasy pick this year? Probably.
I think he will. Yeah.
Yeah. In our league,
I
that's
think-
probably a Doug pick, Zach.
I think people will hype him up so much that he'll end up going top 10.
Yeah.
I'll start getting Instagram reels and it'll be like, this guy's gonna win you your fantasy league this year.
Yeah. The preseason hype will go crazy.
Yeah.
Rip off a 5-yard run, and people go, look at him, the speed, the agility. He's NFL ready.
He's got the ability to catch the ball out of the backfield. Geno Smith checks the ball down 37% of the time.
Yeah, PPR machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'll be excited to see him. It'll be cool. But, to say he's going to be relevant, I wouldn't say so. Just be another Raider. So he does have a nice fit, though. I can say that. The Tux is a good move.
True.
I
Very.
like the Tux.
I will say, even despite the trade that occurred with the Browns and the Jaguars, all 6 picks have been right for me so far of my mock draft.
Really?
Yes. Surprisingly, I thought the Mason Graham pick might have not happened with the Browns, but somehow I'm perfect so far. My next pick I had was Tyler Warren.
Who we got up next? Is it the Jets?
Jets, yeah.
Tyler Warren, the Jets. I mean,
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
looking at a CBS Sports mock draft. They have the same thing as you, Tyler Warren, 7. So
I like him a lot more than Loveland. I'm not a big Loveland guy.
Well, Warren is an absolute all-rounder beast. Loveland's
Yeah.
just really fast.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got a band at the Brown Stadium.
Let's
I got-
go.
Journey playing, Zach, at your Browns draft party?
Yeah, it was like they had a pregame concert.
Oh, Jets pick.
Jets pick is in.
There's a weapon. They got to get a weapon for Justin Fields, man. I think it'll be. Yeah, I think it will be Warren. Either that, or I feel like they'll go McMillan here. I know you guys are Golden guys, but
Yeah, I think I think it'll be like a tight end because I thought last year they should have got Brock Bowers, but they didn't. But I mean, the Jets, they need somebody besides Garrett Wilson out there because Garrett Wilson can get double teamed. There's nothing out there for the Jets. I mean, you have Brees Hall, but like still, he's not going to help you out a lot. Plus, he gets hurt.
yeah, it is injury prone. Also, I will say the NFL comparison for Ashton Genty they did to say Emmitt Smith. That's a
little bit of a leap.
I saw a LaDainian Tomlinson comparison.
they're just throwing any name out there, dude. I mean, they're just saying Emmitt Smith and he's short.
Yeah.
That's like saying Shadur's like Tom Brady comparison.
Speaking of which, dude, is he in Green Bay right now? They said they invited him.
Shador is not.
No, I don't think Shador's there.
He's in Texas.
Is Jalen Milroe there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Milroe's there. He should
Interesting.
go.
I am a Jalen Milroe hater, so the Browns are going to pick him tomorrow. That's for sure.
Or maybe tonight, Zach.
True.
It might be tonight because there's teams trying to trade back in.
We need a break from quarterbacks that wear number 4. Simple as that.
It's a personal vendetta you got.
Exactly.
That's fair. That's fair. Do you have a how many do you have any bad Browns jerseys that you've ever gotten, like a Manziel, Tim Couch,
I
anything
don't
like
have,
that?
don't have anything that bad, I think, really. Trent Richardson, probably my worst one I ever bought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing like comically bad somehow. Yeah.
I mean, Trent Richardson's it's not, I guess, not comically bad, but I mean, Peyton Manning does have a longer career rush than Trent Richardson does in the NFL.
True, yeah. He was not good.
It makes you feel any better. I bought to be fair, it wasn't a Bears jersey. It was North Carolina jersey. I got the baby blue. I got a baby blue Mitch Trubisky jersey. Yeah. It was sweet, dude. Like the Jordan, bought it straight from China in college. Like it was a nice jersey, but didn't work out very long.
Sadly not, yeah.
Sadly did not. How do you guys think Justin Fields would do in New York, though?
I think bad.
Not good.
Not good.
I think bad year one too. He's been
I think he'd
what
be worse than Chicago for you, Charlie. He'd be worse than what happened in Chicago.
Dude, I genuinely feel bad for him. Like he went to Chicago. I think he had 3 different offenses in 3 years.
Yeah.
Went to the Steelers, was only there for a year, and now he's on the Jets again. Like he's never had the same offense 2 years in a row.
Yeah, that's true.
So he's getting screwed, dude. I think he could be a lot. It'll be nice he's with Garrett Wilson again. So
Yeah, that's true.
but I don't know. I've got faith in him. I feel bad for him as a person because we ruined him, sure. So
Mm-hmm.
also, I don't know what's up with the idea of saying the picks in and then waiting like 5 minutes to get the
They
actual
take-
pick.
They take forever, for like that. Plus, it's like I used to like. I think it was I can't remember if it was Philly's draft or it was one of them. Like where they had to like do it virtual. Where like now they do like the computerized and it goes like quicker and
Here it
fast.
is.
Yeah, here we go.
It kind of is going quick, a little. Not much, but a little.
Oh, Membu.
Oh, Membo.
I knew that was gonna. Yeah, that was my other option.
Well, I'm a
He's
big
a
fan
great
of this
player.
All right. Well,
He's one of them big corn-fed boys. So,
he's in Kansas
like
City
him.
too, for you, Phil.
yeah,
He's not cheap. Let's just be happy about that.
yeah.
I knew that was good. All right. So now, one step closer for Tyler Warren for Charlie.
I guess.
Oh, yeah. And Jeremy, your perfect mock is done.
It's done now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the streak was
run.
over.
Who you got next?
I had Quay Walker's brother, Jalen Walker, for this pick for the Panthers.
Jalen Walker. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I
mean, they probably need to go defense.
Yeah, I think I had Membo to the Bears. I think I had for you, Charlie, because I was like, the Bears' offense line did improve, but the left tackle's the weakest spot, though. Still, I'm like, they got to heavily emphasize those.
We definitely still need. Like, we addressed it in free agency, got a center, I think 2 guards. But yeah, we definitely still need some offensive lineouts. I was hoping it would maybe be, one of some of the old linemen slipping, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Kelvin Banks is still on the board, though.
I have him to the 49ers. I think I had my mock. And pick is in for the Panthers.
They picked quick.
Jeez. Let us breathe.
Don't worry. It'll be the pick is in, and then we won't get it for like 5 minutes. Like, dude, how do we not have robots doing this, man? If we got to deliver them, someone give me like, a robot walking that pick in.
Oh, exactly.
What do you guys think? Are you guys in or out on Bryce Young? Played well last year.
No, I'm a huge Bryce believer.
Hater?
Huge. No, I'm a big Bryce fan.
Oh, believer. Okay.
Yeah,
He's a day one fan.
Yep.
Well, what made you want to be a day one fan? You like a Bama guy or something?
I'm not really a day one fan, but
Oh,
whenever I was watching Red Zone last year, later in the year, Bryce Young just was that guy. I'm also
He was.
also a little bit of a Buccaneers bandwagon because Baker Mayfield's my guy. So I watch that division a lot, and Bryce was cooking. I think he's under the radar because a lot of their games last year didn't mean much, but I was still watching him a little. And he played with confidence and very fun guy to root for. I think even if he doesn't turn into a superstar, he's so likable,
especially because he got benched and then was able to bounce back. Like that's tough to do when you're number 1 pick, get benched, and then you're able to come back in and play well.
Yep.
I like Canales too. Their head coach, seems
Because
like pretty.
he helped Geno Smith bounce back, and then Baker. He's good with QBs.
And he's like ridiculously handsome. Like I feel like that's like if you're gonna be a good coach in the NFL, like guy's got to be handsome. That's why I like Ben Johnson way more than Matt Dweeberflus. I didn't even care he grew a beard. Like screw his beard, it sucked. Speaking of which, Kevin Stefanski, yeah, dude. Actually, I mean, everyone here's kind of got.
He's a handsome man.
He's got a nice beard.
D'Amico Ryans, handsome fella. Matt LaFleur, handsome fella. Kevin Stefanski. I mean, dude. Ben Johnson. I mean, he's still handsome, but
There's a trend.
There's a trend. You have to have the handsomest guy.
yeah, dude, you do. Yeah, I'm starting to think you might just want to hire the hottest, like literally the hottest coach on the market. Seems to work out.
Yeah.
Actually, I take that back because, I mean, you think about it. Andy Reid, who just won, like Nick Sirianni. That's a face for radio. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's not exactly a handsome guy. Do you guys like Nick Sirianni? I hate him personally.
I'm not. I don't like him.
I
think he's
no
obnoxious.
opinions really of him.
Like when he started like talking, he was like talking to his own fans. He was like, "Be quiet." I'm like, "What are you doing right now?" Those are Eagles fans.
Yeah, but to his defense, and that game was when they beat the Browns this year. After that game, they like had basically a perfect season. That was like the start of them being the best team in the league.
That's true. And I will say, I mean, I don't hear what the Philly fans are saying, but I can only imagine. So I'm not going to speculate.
He's not too loved.
Yeah.
I come from a Eagle fan household. I definitely should have followed them. instead of being a Browns fan. But
Wait, how'd that happen? You went from you were
I
an
was just
Eagles fan.
random. It's a classic. I was a little kid and made the wrong choice and stuck with it. Yeah.
Payne Hill was
Right.
free, Zach.
You're like, wow, look at how miserable those people are over there. Let me get over there. You know what I mean? That looks awful.
I was too young to know. You know, Peyton Hillis being on the Madden cover was the kiss of death.
Oh.
Once that happened, I was
Yeah.
gone. You know,
And the color orange for you, too.
yeah, my favorite color is orange. Yep.
Now, since it's not like a family tradition of being a Browns fan,
Mhm.
if you make your children become Browns fan, is that child abuse? Like, could Child Protective Services come to your house? But
Child abuse. It's showing them, a great path to take in life. You know, setting them up for success. It can't be
it's
worse. It can't be worse than my life. So it'll
right,
be
it's like life lessons. Being a Bears fan, being a Browns fan, you learn how to lose. It's like
Exactly.
I know how to be disappointed.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh, here comes the
Panthers,
pick.
It builds personality. All right, let's see. What
Exactly. Really?
Whoa, Ted McMillan?
Not surprised.
Whoa.
I kept seeing him mock drops a lot to the Panthers.
Yo,
This
Bryce.
isn't good for my. This is not good for my Matthew Golden bet. Over 18 and a half. We already have a receiver off the board.
I think he's going to Dallas.
He's probably gonna-
Yeah.
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 Make a new parlay.
Yeah. Hopefully they just have like a Laramie Tunsil-esque video come out right now from Matthew Golden, and I'll feel a
Yeah.
lot better about my chances.
I thought for sure they were going to go defense.
I thought that too. But I kept seeing the mocks to him, though.
I mean, they have zero playmakers really.
Yeah.
Is this back-to-back years actually now they went receiver because they picked
Xavier
Um,
Legette.
Look at yep.
Legette last year. I guess a funny volley only get you so far, you know.
Mm-hmm. Now it's the Saints pick.
Is
What-
Adam Thielen still there or no?
Yeah, Theon's still in Carolina, right? Or did he sign somewhere else?
I think he's still at Carolina.
He's still pretty dang good. I know
He's
like-
definitely a guy. Like if you got young receivers, like you definitely want that guy in your receivers right now.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got? Would you guys have gone McMillan there, or would you have gone tight end between Warren or Loveland? I know
think-
you guys are
I
saying
think-
Warren, right?
Warren.
I would-
a lot.
I would have liked Warren personally.
Yeah, I'm the biggest Warren fan, so yeah.
He might go to the Bears here. He might.
He might.
I think it's going to be because who else do we got in the way here? We got
Yep, Saints. That's it.
You got Jalen
Is
Walker
this-
right there.
I don't know what
the Saints have. Do they have 2 picks
No, they just have one pick in this first round.
in the first round.
I
Is this
feel like
Shador?
it could be Shador.
I wouldn't be surprised if they trade back. If they want Shador, you may as well trade back.
I want Shador to fall. I still gotta hope the Browns can get him. At least don't go to the Steelers. That would be not fun.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, if anyone can make Shador into like Tom Brady, it's Mike Tomlin.
You think so?
I can see those two working very well together.
I fully disagree. I disagree.
Yeah.
I think if he was the Steelers, he's like Mike Tomlin is not a guy who can develop quarterbacks.
Well, he's never losing less than 9 games in a year, though, so that's a good start.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
He might suck, but they'll get like at least a decent record.
There'll be that wild card weekend every year as a 10-point underdog.
Yeah. They'll come in every year and somehow squeak. Well, the issue now is like the AFC North is so difficult. Like
Yeah,
only getting better every single year too. With well, I don't know the Bengals. I think they'll be back this year, but who knows what they got to do.
likely, yeah.
Well, they gotta fix the defense because they lost a lot of guys there.
Yeah, what's his name? Retired. Not Hendricks. Hendrickson.
They're picked
Sam Hubbard.
Sam Hubbard. Yeah, that was out of nowhere.
him down. Okay.
Oh, Saints no trade down. All right. Is it a quarterback? It'd be interesting.
It would make sense, but I feel like they're just not going to pick a quarterback.
It'd be smart for them, but they're stupid though. So they'll just take Tyler Warren just for no reason.
Honestly, that's not a bad prediction. I don't know if it'll. In other drafts, I feel like Michael Williams was projected a lot here.
I think I have him going to the Bears. I think I had him. I had like a pass rusher for the Bears they got.
Wait, let's see. What did ChatGPT have the prediction? So far. Oh, wow. It had, okay. Yeah, it had the top 5 correct. Genty at 5. It did have Kelvin Banks Jr. at 6. Membu at 7 to the Jets. And then it had Jalen Walker, Michael Williams, and then the Bears with Tyler Warren.
I'll be right back. Let's see if Shador goes here.
Spencer Rattler as well. Don't sleep on Spencer Rattler.
I hate Spencer Rattler so much.
I hate Spencer Rattler.
Have you ever seen his Netflix TV show in high school? Then that's why. Charlie, have you ever seen Spencer Rattler's Netflix show?
Oh yeah. When he's like, you suck. You suck. You're terrible. Yeah, Spencer Rattler sucks.
Yeah, it basically
He's a
was
bad
like
guy.
he's not a good mentor though. He's the worst.
No, yeah, their backup quarterback went in, and he was like, I think he threw a pick, and he literally walked up to his backup quarterback, and he's like, "You suck. You are the entire reason we just lost. This is all your fault." And the guy was like, "Dude,
Bro.
Oh,
Banks.
That's to replace Ryan Ramczyk. All right.
interesting. Yeah, he did slip a little bit. So, all right,
Bears
Bears
on
on
the
the clock. It's gonna be. Yeah, I mean,
It's
I
gonna be
guess
Tyler
I'm
Warren.
it'll be Tyler Warren. Yeah,
Be happy with Warren.
there's not really anyone else I'd want. You know what I mean? Either. Now that I'm looking at it, like it's too early for Josh Simmons. I think.
Shador to the Browns is coming up. Oh yeah, the Bears are on the clock.
Yeah, dude, I think it's gonna be Tyler Warren. I don't want. Yeah, I mean, I don't want tight end. It like doesn't feel anything, but like I'll
It's
take it.
Tyler Warren though.
Yeah, he is fantastic.
He's him.
What if he's not him?
To be fair,
He is absolutely him.
What if he just went
He's
against?
trained off of floater 50-50 balls for his whole career.
But he went against bad schools and just made up for that. He's projected to be so good, but what if it was fake?
That's not fair.
actually, if we're going tight end, I want Harold Fannin Jr., the Bowling Green tight end. He should have won the Mackey Award last year anyway. If you guys know who Harold Fannin, dude, that guy was so good.
I do know. Yeah.
Watching him on Wednesday nights playing Maction, I was like, dude, just throw Harold Fannin the ball.
Maction is a national treasure, that's for sure.
Oh, dude, it's the greatest thing ever. Because like, I'll never forget. Like one time I was watching a game. I think it was like first down, holding, 2nd and 20. Next play, sack, like 3rd and 27. And it's like, okay, obviously this isn't going to happen. And then they'll just rip off like a 29-yard halfback draw. And you're like, dude, what is going on? It's like the grossest but the best football you ever watched in your life. Because I think I would assume like the combined acceptance rate at like every MAC school is probably like 95%. I don't like not many kids are exactly scholars in the classroom. I don't think so. It's some freak athletes who just go out there and ball pretty much. Shout out my Huskies though. Last year, more than all Huskies beating Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching that game and I was like, I would appreciate if Notre Dame wins this because then technically like Northern Illinois is the national champions and they could have hung a banner for that.
True.
Yeah, beat the national champions.
This is not the wait.
Is that? Are they not picking? Who are these people?
Charlie, what are your thoughts on the Bears changing their logo to like the face full time?
This
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I like the C.
really?
Yeah.
See, I appreciate it because I feel like nowadays people's logos are getting so boring. Everyone's just going to like the
That's
simplistic,
true.
boring
Yeah,
logo. Like, bring back a cool logo, you know?
that's a good point.
So I like, yeah.
Because the C just reminds me of the toilets bowl.
And it's like it's the same logo the Cincinnati Reds have. You know what I mean? It's just basic.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I
So-
love the actual bear. I think it fits a lot more than just the C. The C looks like a college, you know?
I think it looks like a toilet seat. That's just me.
It does. Sadly, I can't even deny it really does. But yeah, no, I appreciate it. I think, and I like that they kept the C still as like the secondary logo. So they just changed primary to secondary. But I like it. We have probably. Do we have the coolest logo in the NFL? Is that a bold claim to say?
I think
Trying
it's,
to think of
it's
something
too, it's
better.
too young.
Yeah, it's not a bold claim. It's pretty good.
I'm trying to think.
That's
Maybe
the
not the
logo.
Yes.
I think
I
it's
like the Vikings
up
logo,
there.
like, I don't know why.
Which one did you like?
I like the Vikings logo.
Ooh, Vikings is a great one. I'm looking at a picture right now. I'm trying to think. Well, Dolphins is pretty cool actually. I like the sun in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jaguars. I can appreciate the Jaguars.
You think that looks good?
I don't know about the Jackets.
Okay. I like the intimidation factor. I'm looking like which one of these looks like the meanest, you know?
The meaning? Okay. Okay. Sure. Maybe.
Eagles is up there.
All the bird
Yeah,
teams
no.
are really good.
They are.
If you guys had to choose, like, what NFL mascot wins in a fight, what are you guys picking?
Hmm.
The
I'm looking at
Giants.
all these
The
right now.
Giants
Like,
are good from the start, I think.
Here we go.
It would not be a Packer. I mean, a cheese Packer would not hold up long.
Oh wait, are you? Oh, you're ahead of me. I'm gonna. Oh, they.
Please know that you are in our thoughts and prayers. Mongo's remarkable contributions
Talk
to
about
the
Steve McMichael. R.I.P. Mario, man.
RP.
His legacy will continue to inspire generations to come. 50 years ago, with the fourth pick in the 1975 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears selected one of Steve McMichael's teammates, closest friend, running back Jackson State.
Bless you, sir.
Thank you. I did not mean to do a dab.
Okay. I appreciate the shout out to Chicago here, but like, can we? Like, I want to. Like, we pick, dude. Like, I appreciate it. You know what I mean?
As you heard earlier, the NFL continues to honor sweetness, not only for its
Roger.
Like if it was from anyone else's mouth, this would feel a lot better. I think.
It's like
Yeah.
if we're gonna do a memoriam, it needs to be under 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here it is.
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh,
Loveland.
that is the incorrect.
Loveland.
That is the incorrect choice. I am really sorry to say.
Loveland, huh?
I always wanted him, dude. Honestly, Colson
How you
Loveland,
feeling?
like best quarterback on the board or best tight end on the board. Like, there's no doubt about it. Like, obviously, when you look at this guy, like Michigan tight end, you think of Jake Butt. You know what I mean? Like Michigan tight ends, you just can't.
The all-star legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just, you know, I can't miss prospect. I mean, honestly, does this guy make first team All Pro this year? I think is the only question we have now at this point. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Tyler Warren, I mean,
Tyler.
that guy
Bright.
might go to the second round.
I'm really
Yes.
sorry that your Bears really flubbed this one. I'm sorry that.
Dude, no, dude. I mean, everyone can agree this is a
I mean,
great
he
pick.
was
man.
right there in front of you, and you picked Loveland.
Yeah, I would have appreciated. Honestly, I will say I would have appreciated if someone else took Warren before this. Like that way, it made it look a little bit better. You know what I mean? Loveland, like he wasn't still there.
You got
Because
Tyler
now,
Eifert. NFL comparison, Tyler Eifert. Wow.
oh
Yeah,
gosh,
I
dude.
mean-
Tyler Eifert, bro.
He is.
They just gave Ashton Genty Emmett Smith. We're getting
I mean,
Colston
Loveland
Loveland,
is
Tyler Eifert.
very fast. I'll tell you that. He can't block. He's not a good jumper on the jump ball 50-50s, but he is a little faster than normal. So, you know.
honestly.
Leave it at that.
You know what? It's like in Ben Johnson and Ryan Poles, I trust. Whatever they do, I'm in. I'm in, dude. I'm a Colston Loveland guy through and through.
Yeah, because people hated when they picked Gibbs and all that. So, yeah.
Exactly. Look at Jameer Gibbs now.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Cole Kmet. He's sitting at home right now. I'd be like, damn, just lost my job.
We got a huge contract.
Well, this
Yeah, he already got his. He already
this
got his.
lets Komet actually be able to be part of the team because Loveland he's not going to be blocking, right? Komet can block, right?
Kmet's a decent blocker.
Yeah, so he'll have
Yeah.
a role.
No, I mean, apparently they do 12 personnel quite frequently. So, like, if they're going to utilize them, I don't hate it. 56 receptions, 582 yards, and 5 touchdowns doesn't look fantastic for a top 10 pick, but Ben Johnson knows better than I do, man.
Fair
I think
point.
he fits
Fair
the
point.
scheme. I think it's fair to say he at least fits the scheme.
Honestly, like, genuinely, I feel like this is when you look at, I'm trying to think, wait, who is, like, Laporta? Look what Ben Johnson did with Laporta. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
True.
This is definitely, I will definitely be taking Colston Loveland way too early in fantasy football next year. 100%. I sell myself on that. So hopefully it works out.
Hey, there you go.
Huh.
Interesting.
I can tell you I was not expecting that. I mean, I saw it in a couple of mock drafts, but I was like, nah, man. I mean, obviously if Tyler Warren's, I'll take Tyler Warren, but
Yeah. I might be a little mad at your Bears now because Warren might just go to the Colts, and now
Oh, true.
That's true. yeah.
that would be horrible.
Well, the
or
Dolphins-
do the Cowboys take him?
nah. Well, they got Ferguson.
Yeah, but Jake Ferguson just married a Cavender twin, so
That's true.
he's due for a slump.
That is, yeah. I can see
I don't
Miami.
know how that works, but
Miami could take Warren because they need a tight end.
Miami.
I could see. I wouldn't. Yeah. I mean, Dallas could. Yeah. I could. I don't know what. Well, if Warriors are probably going to take offensive line or defensive line, I could see that.
Where's Miami? Wait, what pick is Miami?
Jonnu Smith.
Oh yes. No, I thought he was on the Pats, wasn't he?
He was a Dolphin last year.
Ah. Well,
I picked him up in one draft or in 1 week for fantasy, and it was a 1 week he had like 3 touchdowns. It was the best thing ever.
Yeah.
I wait for my tight end. I picked up Jonnu Smith, clutched up.
He was great.
All right, how much is a Bears Colston Loveland jersey going for right now on Temu? On top of it, really.
Yeah, you're gonna cop one?
Yeah, dude. Gotta cop the Temu. I bought a Chicago Bears jersey. I have it here as a Khalil Mack one. And on one shoulder, the C on it is backwards. It's like facing the complete wrong way. Yeah. Bought it from DH Gate.
Hey, it's got personality.
And it's a Bears jersey that doesn't. It's a black Bears jersey. It's actually it's sweet.
This stuff works for the rookies and the seasoned pros. This stuff works in Knoxville, Rockville, Marysville. This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works.
I'm wondering what would the. I'm trying to think. I want to know who's on the board for the players left. There's Kenneth Grant, the defensive
Jalen
line.
Walker.
Oh, Walker. Yeah, I can see. Well, yeah, because they did lose Greenlaw. I can see that.
Will Johnson. Michael Williams.
Yeah, I hope Will Johnson doesn't go. He'll probably go to Miami. Matthew Golden, no way he goes to 49ers.
Yeah, no shot.
If he goes
He's a
there,
cowboy. That would be the most cowboy pick ever.
well, I got the kids in there. Wow. Wearing a Ferrari shirt, Phil, or sweatshirt.
Mm.
I don't know how I feel about that. What do you feel about Ferrari sweatshirt?
Not bad.
Ferrari sweatshirt.
Yeah, he's wearing a Ferrari sweatshirt in the 49ers war room.
That's solid.
I bet it's probably like the owner, and he probably owns like the Ferrari team or some garbage like that. Probably an
I mean, it's a
F1.
little kid, so.
Oh, never mind. Okay. Never mind. I missed that one. I would say that kid probably doesn't own an F1 racing team.
Not likely. Yeah.
Jade Barron or Will Johnson? Jeremy, who do you have in your mock going first? Will Johnson. or Jade?
I had Kelvin Banks. I had in my mock draft.
Who do you have? Who's your next DB off the board? Jade Barron or Will Johnson?
I would go Johnny Barron just because Will Johnson's injury. I think he's gonna fall.
Feel that? It's saying best on the board left is still Jalen Walker.
I could see Walker though.
I can see him going right here.
I think that's that's more sensible pick to me than a CB for them. Because you need Fred Warner, Robin.
Thank you to our men and women who serve in the United States military for your sacrifices to defend our country's freedom.
What kind of cameras?
With the 11th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Michael Williams.
Edge.
Interesting. Over Jalen Walker? I mean, I guess edge compared to linebacker, but I feel like
I thought they wanted to go both. You're in a 4.77.
yeah, 6'5", 260 is a big boy.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Michael. I can tell you I wouldn't want to block him looking at him.
I just know he had a bad pro day at Georgia. He got hurt last season, and he's a project player. He lacks production too.
Who was the was it Shamar Stewart? I think is the guy I'm thinking about. He's like the freak athlete, right? But he's only had like 6 sacks in his career.
Yeah. He's like an insane
That's
athlete.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple people were projecting the Bears to pick him. I was like, dude, please no.
I don't want him just because I can't deal with another project player for the Packers. I just can't deal with it. Even if he was like very athletic, I can't have another Lucas Van Ness on the team.
Lucas Van Ness, yeah.
I can't deal
Yeah,
with it.
I just don't like, especially for a first round. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how this has worked in the past. Like taking a guy where he's just a freak athlete but hasn't performed on the field just always seems like a reach for me.
Yeah.
I'm probably saying this now, and he'll probably turn into like the next Lawrence Taylor or something. But all right, Cowboys. So you got to be thinking.
Matthew.
I feel like a lot of people have been saying they're thinking. You think Matthew Golden?
I think Golden here, but I would not be shocked if it's Warren. I think it's going to be Wires. It's going to be an offensive weapon. I see. There's no way it's a defensive player. Like you cannot pass up on Warren.
Jerry's happy.
Jerry needs to sell those jerseys.
Very happy. That might be Warren.
It might be Warren. Look at
But
Jerry.
he looks super happy. Right
Look
now.
at his face.
I've never seen him happier.
That's the happiest I've seen Jerry in a while.
Do you hear that? Have you guys seen they're putting in like a holographic Jerry Jones at the? I think they already have it at AT&T Stadium.
Do they?
Really?
Yeah, and like you can go up and like ask him like genuine like a question, he'll just answer it, whatever.
Wow.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah,
That's fun.
Technology.
Get the
it's
great-
definitely just Jerry Jones. He's like, when I die, he's like, I want to haunt this place for the rest of eternity. He's like, you guys are never gonna get rid of me.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Wrong Tyler.
oh,
The
okay.
wrong one.
Okay. Huh. I mean, O-line is never a bad pick. It just never is. Safe.
Interesting. Yeah. Guard this early is kind of I mean, I guess not. I mean, it was never a bad idea to go.
It's intriguing.
It's a whack pick.
Wow, dude, I can't believe. I mean, Tyler Warren's slipping, man.
The Penn State.
Are you ready for Tyler Warren to be a Colt, Phil?
Oh, he's running.
I am so sad because it's probably going to
Boys.
happen.
He's going. He's
Phil,
running.
can I give you some words of encouragement?
Sure.
My classmate today told me to bet all I have on Shador Sanders going to the Colts. He bet
Really?
$200 at like plus 5,000 or something.
Whoa.
That's a donation. He should have given that to charity.
Yeah.
But to be fair,
That's like the only team I didn't want him to go to, and I it's looking really likely. So,
but for a little hope, Phil, that same guy I once saw in person, he hit a $1 to $1,000 parlay. I was at his house when it happened.
okay. So maybe
I
he
think,
knows
Phil,
some
you should.
insider information.
I think if I'm you, Phil, I would rather have them take Shador Sanders than Tyler Warren right now.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, you'd be more worried about. I mean, because you already got to deal with Travis Hunter now in the Jaguars, and now you're gonna have to deal with Tyler Warren. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
and that's your boy. That's your boy
It's
too.
I cannot root against my boy. That'd be so sad.
Dude, that head coach is very hyped up too from the Cowboys. Barry Schottenheimer.
Also, I will say I have the Pat McAfee broadcast up here. Mike McCarthy is wearing a shirt, and his collar is so high up that you can't see his chin. It's tucked in like this. I don't know if anyone else to see that, but like it literally, like his collar is so high up. It's literally just his mouth talking every single time like this. I'm gonna take a picture for you guys.
How is he still the coach of? It's like, oh no, he's not. Right?
No,
He's
it's Brian Schottenheimer.
Schottenheimer, yeah.
You guys see this? Look at that. How high up that collar is.
That is wild.
I don't know what's worse, his or Adam. I mean, Adam Schefter's is way worse, dude. Who let that guy put a hoodie on underneath the suit? He's getting too bold with it, man. He's getting way too bold. He saw Woj left, you know what I mean? And he thinks he's all of a sudden a diva now, you know?
We need Woj back.
Dude, the funniest you guys ever see, it was like the second round of the NBA draft, and some kid's like yelling out every single pick before it goes down because he had Woj's notifications on. It's like right before the guy would make the pick, he would yell it out. He'd be like, Tyler Ellis.
This thing for the Cowboys, apparently for the last three offensive linemen they've taken the first round, their first name had been Tyler.
Tyler
the Cowboys?
Smith. Tyler Smith.
And they had somebody else. They just showed up on the board there.
They just love Tyler.
They like Tyler, the name.
That's where Jerry was so happy.
Jerry loves Tylers. Maybe that's his that's what he's gonna name his grandkid.
Yeah.
Or maybe his son. Have a new kid.
Have a new kid. Is anything left in those bones?
Maybe, Phil.
Wow, the random dolphin shade.
Yeah.
Man, they did not have to say
Have not won.
they are actually slandering the Dolphins right now.
Have not won a playoff game since 2000.
That is insane.
We were
Like
born.
everyone else was like normal statistics. The Dolphins like they can't win. They can't.
Have not won FC East since 2008.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, crazy stat. I just saw on Twitter. Cam Ward was a 0-star recruit coming out of high school. Went to Incarnate Ward. DJ Ungale, 5-star recruit. Funny how how the turntables, as Michael Scott would say.
Exactly.
Last week.
Yeah, what do you guys think DJ Ungale is going to play next year? Probably the Edmonton Saskatchewans,
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Toronto Argonauts.
Is he not? Is he not in college anymore? Finally.
He'll probably find another year of eligibility somehow.
Yeah. Right.
Make fresh every day. If you see an open kitchen, you have to cook food. It's as real as they get.
What you see is what you get.
Exactly.
All right, what are we thinking here for Miami? Is it going to be Tyler
Tyler
Warren?
Warren, please, please, Tyler Warren.
I think it's gonna be.
It could
I
be-
think it's gonna be a C. I think it's gonna be either Barron or Will Johnson's gonna be a CB, unfortunately for me. But I wouldn't be shocked if it's Tyler Warren though.
Please.
Jalen Walker's still sitting here too.
Yeah.
I don't think they need it. Well, I don't think the Dolphins need a linebacker because they got the guy from Seattle at free agency last year. I forget his name, but he was solid for them. But I wouldn't be shocked because they need a pass rusher though.
They need a
Who's
lot.
who's
Back
number
to the-
15? Jalen Phillips. He's still on their team, right? Or did he just sign somewhere else?
I think he's still a Dolphin. I'm pretty
He's
sure.
still
Yeah, he's
there.
still a Dolphin. He's just been so hurt.
Oh yeah, I forgot they got Chop Robinson last year.
Great name.
Penn State too.
Oh yeah.
There you go, Phil. Penn State legend.
Yeah.
Rich Eisen run.
Also, I haven't seen it, but is Mel Kiper there?
I'm on the NFL Network, so I have no idea.
Yeah, it's like
He is
I
there.
think that's odd that he was at home. I don't know. It's like I saw he was at home earlier in the day when I was watching the broadcast, and I was like,
He's there.
"Mel, you have one job, man. Like this is your day, dude. This is all you have."
Just call out Bo kick.
Draft.
He was basically glazing Shador Sanders like the whole time he was talking earlier.
He does love
No.
Shador Sanders. Yeah.
Like Cam Ward was getting picked, and he was just saying, "I can't believe you're not taking Shador Sanders. Oh, Shador Sanders is the accuracy. I know Cam
Dad.
Ward's similar."
Dad, I've watched 100 hours of film on Shador Sanders in the last week. I do love when it's like Mel Kiper said, he's like, if in 10 years Jimmy Clausen isn't one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, he's like, I will quit my job. It has been 10 years. Jimmy Clausen is no longer in the league, and Mel Kiper is still up on ESPN every single year. So
No integrity.
he's a liar, dude, a bold-faced liar. I think it was Jimmy Clausen. Yeah, he said in 10 years, yes, 15 years ago, Mel Kiper said he would retire
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
if he wasn't a successful NFL QB. Jimmy Clausen's starting quarterback record in the NFL was 1-13. Mel Kiper retired, dude. Like that's the worst part. Like if he retired, I would have respected it. If he was wrong, it was like, all right, I'm
Yeah.
retiring.
Well, here comes the Dolphins.
Come on. Come on.
For you, Phil. For
Come on.
you.
Come on.
That's a good defensive lineman.
So yeah, it's a good pick.
All right. Well, it didn't happen for you, Phil.
That's a good pick.
Oh, you know what that means?
Shador Sanders.
It's gonna happen.
Sanders.
I would laugh so hard if Shador Sanders gets picked right now.
It's gonna happen.
It would just make it funny, the quarterback room. Not only would you have Daniel Jones there, you got Anthony Richardson, and now you've got Shador Sanders.
He's so weird.
It'd be worse than the Giants quarterback room.
The worst part is I would actually kind of like the pick. Like I think Shane
Yeah.
Steichen is a very good head coach. Like he's made that team halfway decent the last couple of years. If he had Shador Sanders, I think that's a good system.
He's got to go to
Also-
the Browns, but yeah.
Shout out Alec Pierce. I beat Alec Pierce we beat him in the 4x4 at County my senior year in track. Maybe because he already qualified for state and 4 of their events before that was probably super tired. But like I'm not going to bring that up. You know what I mean?
Modern day Will Fuller, that guy. He only catches like 60-yard passes.
He's seriously, he's got to be like, guys, keep Anthony Richardson. He's like, all Anthony Richardson can do is throw the ball 80 yards, and that's all I can do
Yeah.
as well. He's good for always like a stat line of like 3 catches, 87 yards, and his longest catch of the day was 84. Yeah. One 84-yard catch and then 2 screens.
Pick it then. But why does it have to be?
One of us.
Why does it have
It's
to
going to be Shador, Phil.
It could be a punter for all we know.
be? Yeah.
Get the next Pat McAfee.
It's sadly a very weak punter class. Sadly.
Have you been doing your research on the punter class?
Oh yeah,
What's happening lately?
it's my specialty.
I think they're gonna go receiver here and pick Nick Nash from San Jose State. Should have won the
That'd be
Thorpe
great.
Award.
Shador. It's going to be Shador.
How much would that be? So wait. Do you have a confirmation on how much this guy would be winning if this is Shador right here?
200 times 50. Isn't that 10 grand?
Let's see. I'll do that.
Yeah.
He's definitely sitting here and like, which is, I mean, to be fair, last year I saw some guy. It was the old Phil. Who was that old Penn State tight end who now he's like an influencer? Adam something.
No
Oh,
idea.
what's his name?
Here we go.
I know who you mean. Yeah.
Yeah,
Went
he
to,
said
like,
he was like,
UMass, too.
yeah, it was like 2 years ago. He was like, oh, was it? They just get the pick in?
Warren?
It's Tyler Warren.
No way.
Damn.
Well, Zach, tell your buddy.
I know.
It's insider information.
I cannot believe. Yeah.
You know, we could just say this, Phil. They might have drafted a good player, but they're not Super Bowl contenders. They'll never make
But
the
it's
Super Bowl.
like
They got Daniel Jones.
now I cannot root for him.
You can't root for this. Actually, does this is a terrible draft. You can't root for Travis Hunter, and you can't root for Tyler Ward anymore.
That's rough.
It's so messed up.
Plus,
I
Phil,
don't even know if I can't even pick him in fantasy anymore. It's just not going to feel good.
Didn't you
I
draft
feel the
Derrick Henry for many years and you're a Texans fan when he was with the Titans?
That's different. That's a little different.
That was a difference,
That's
sir.
a little different.
I mean, I feel the same way about the Packers. I don't draft Packers players.
yeah.
I-
We'll draft,
I think the only thing I draft is either Lions or Vikings. I don't try to draft Bears players. I think the only one I would attempted was Cole Kmet as a pickup in fantasy football. That was it.
Yeah.
Does that make
I
Cole
don't
Kmet?
draft Bengals. Bengals are I don't draft them.
That's tough, dude. Because like the Bengals have a really good offense.
Yeah. I might change it this year.
It's not. It's not worth it for fantasy, dude. I'd rather stand on my morals. You know what I mean? I'd rather lose a fantasy game with the Packer. Jaden Reed. I will say Jaden Reed dog though.
Yeah, he was. Well, he was good for like a couple weeks last year, and then he started going downhill for no reason.
Fun fact: I played against him in high school, and their quarterback was Peyton Thorne.
Ooh,
So it was Peyton Thorne and Jaden Reed on the same team. We did lose that one though, but only like 14-7. So it was a close game, yeah.
that close game.
But yeah, it was pretty ridiculous. They transferred to like the best school in our conference that year. Yeah.
What do the Falcons take? Is my question. Probably an edge. It could be Shamar Stewart, honestly.
Another QB to just pull a Penix like they did
Yeah,
last year.
take another quarterback.
Take Dart.
Yeah, take Jack.
Dart.
I could see Mike Green here.
What do they need? They need
They need edge.
I don't know why you don't take Jalen Walker. If you have a Georgia player on the board, a defensive player, like why would you not take him?
Yeah, true.
That's why
Yeah.
I'm an NFL GM and I see Georgia defensive player. I'm going obviously that guy.
That's what the Packers and the Eagles kept doing for so many years for some reason.
It seems to be working pretty well for the Eagles.
Yeah, for the Eagles, not the Packers so well. Not the Packers so well.
Who did they pick?
We took Eric Stokes 4 years ago. We took not Jordan Davis, Devontae Wyatt and Quay Walker and somebody else. I cannot remember off the top of my head. But those are the three I remember. First round picks though.
Also, Jeremy and Phil, you guys are oddballs out now. Me and Zach.
Oh, let's go. The
Water
gallon of
gallon.
water.
Wow.
Okay,
This is the
I
way
have
to go.
what is up with the water gallon jugs? Like what? Why?
Why?
I drink a ton of water, and I hate having to get up and get water all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like a 24-ounce container just not enough for you to bring along.
No, it's not. It's not. I
Phil,
drink
I'm-
a ton of water.
Phil, I'm completely on your side. Where like I wouldn't like I'm not the guy that will like go to the gym and walk around with this. Like that guy stinks. You know what I mean? We're like, okay, this guy
agree.
stinks. But like for an efficiency, just pure efficiency aspect, like this is the best there is. You know?
It can't be beat. It
No.
really can't be.
I would just get grossed out with like the backwash.
Oh, I don't reuse them. Oh, well, you know.
I rep it out. Like when I get done
It
with
happens.
the milk I have, like I change out the carton.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're like 99 cents too. It's like it's perfect.
99 cents, Phil.
Yeah, well, mine's free actually. So
I don't trust the Philadelphia water so that
okay,
also
well, that's kind of fair.
That's fair. I give you that, Zach.
You're in you're in Philly?
Yeah, I go to St.
I can kind of tell from the way you said water, the water.
Oh, did I? Uh-oh. That's not good.
It was like that chick who was outside the Eagles stadium last year. They were doing interviews, and she was walking around. She's like, "Yeah, we got the holy water. We got the holy water here."
Some
they're
people
spraying-
definitely just do it too much to try to fit in. That's for sure.
I mean, I feel like I don't have a Chicago accent. There's definitely some people who have disgustingly bad Chicago accents. So I miss that one pretty well. Where you guys all from? Speaking of which, no one first. You guys all from Philly?
Wait, what's
Oh yeah, we're all from PA near Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right outside Philly.
Okay.
And I'm
Very
in
nice.
Philly right now for college, but
You know,
I
I
graduate
yeah.
next month.
How'd you guys all end up being fans of your teams then?
That's a great question.
I explained mine a little bit.
Yeah,
Mine,
you were just like you like pain. That's understandable.
mine is equally stupid.
Okay.
It is just because I love big boys. Okay, I love big men in the NFL, right? And Vince Wilfork was my numero uno. So
I love that dude.
at the time he was on the Texans, and I'm like, okay, that's my team.
This is it forever.
Yeah, easy.
I can't argue with that. That's fantastic logic.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, that's foolproof logic right there.
Yeah, and hey, bonus, I do happen to like the South in general, so it
Warm
fits.
weather guy.
Yeah, indeed.
Jeremy, yourself, are you just
It's because my dad he lived in Chicago but had family up in Wisconsin, so like he basically worked his way into being a Packers fan. You know, like he went to Lake Forest. He went to for school. He lived like right outside Chicago area, and then lived in Wisconsin for a bit. But he grew up as a Packers fan when the Packers were terribly bad, Charlie, like in the 80s.
I mean, that does hurt me knowing that he's a Chicago guy and he was a Packers fan.
Yeah, he
Okay.
moved. Well, yeah, he moved a lot around. He like stayed in Chicago, California, Florida, Maryland, PA. Yeah, moved a lot, but yeah.
He made the wrong choice. I won't say that. From a winning percentage standpoint, made the right choice. From a human being, like just the character of the individual he is, wrong choice.
From a morality standpoint,
Yeah.
you're in the
From a learning the values of life, which is losing and being constantly hurt, he made the wrong choice.
I will say I was an Eagles fan for 2 weeks in elementary school because it was also the Packers Super Bowl year too, Charlie, where my teacher said if the Eagles win, like a Sunday, for example, I get no homework on Mondays. So I specifically rooted for the Eagles just for that. And I remember I was rooting for the Eagles against the Bears. And I'm pretty sure the Bears won the game, so I had to get homework. And I did remember seeing, I think, a Jeremy Maclin touchdown because he's my favorite Eagle. He was my favorite Eagle ever.
Donovan McNabb to Jeremy Maclin, dude. What a combo. Brian Westbrook in the backfield.
Oh, him,
Yeah.
Shea McCoy.
Deshaun
Awesome.
Jackson out there.
Yeah. I was at Shea McCoy's best game of the snow game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was my first NFL game I went to. I could have went to the Packers Eagles game where they blew out the Eagles like 50-10.
I wish I was there.
Oh, there you go. Walker's off the board now.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like Arizona's going to take linebacker now.
I think they go. Who's the best tackle on the board still? Maybe this might be Josh Simmons. I feel like I saw a lot of people saying Simmons.
Yeah, I could see Simmons.
It's a little early for him, but
I think right.
He is destined to be a Texan, though.
He is.
Yeah,
Ohio State connection.
for Mr. Murphy.
I would love
I wouldn't mind Amarian Hampton for personal reasons. Do need him to go. I think he was slotted like what? Because what are we at right now? We're at 16? Oh boy. Hey man, I got 3 more picks until Golden over 18 and a half. That's what I have him at.
Oh, that's looking good, right?
I mean, I think you're good till Denver. Honestly, that's because Arizona's got a running back. Cincinnati's got Cincinnati might draft the running back. I doubt it.
I need Marion Hampton under 20 and a half. If I need him, I think a lot of people have him going to Denver.
Yeah.
And then I have Golden over 18 and a half.
I think it's either Denver is like the breaking point. If he doesn't go Denver, then
Yeah, if Hampton doesn't get picked by Denver, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, let's take a check because this is the way I did this. I asked ChatGPT to use like the deep research and just analyze different articles they could find on mock drafts in the last 2 days and find the average and like the mean of the picks they're at.
Sure.
So they had McMillan at 12. Yeah, this whole thing's cooked now. See, these computers get it,
Yep. Nothing good.
They did have Simmons going here though.
Maybe.
And they had the Colts and the Bears flip. They had Tyler Warren to the Bears and they had Loveland to the Colts. All right, what's in Jeremy? What's on your mock? What do you have?
I think I had Campbell here. Yeah, I think I put the Alabama guy, Campbell.
Yeah.
I put him, or if I were to go edge, I could see Shamar Stewart, but like I think Arizona needs like a defensive like edge pass rush guy that helps out in Jonathan Gannon's defense because I think that could be a good fit for them.
I'm looking ESPN's best remaining players. They have James Pierce as the top edge remaining.
I'm not a huge fan of him.
Wild.
I'm not a huge fan of him because he lacks work ethic to me because he does not show out. Like he doesn't put in the hard work that most of the guys have put in.
I got you. Let's see. Does it say that?
Because I kept who was it? I think it was Daniel Jeremiah or Lance Zierlein that put that in their profile about him on NFL.com or something.
That he's just not a hardworking guy off the field.
Yeah, like he doesn't put in the work. Yeah, he doesn't put like the amount of work ethic like you would normally put if you're a player.
Not enough grit. Just not a gritty guy.
Not a gritty.
That's the only way I would build my draft board, just like by grit. So I'd probably have like a fullback number 1. That might be a problem. That's probably why I'd get fired pretty quick as a GM. But like I would just go by straight grit.
Yeah.
Grit meter or trying to think how else. Obviously, draft fits. Like I would probably make a lot of game time decisions. Like I'd show up, and if I saw like what Will Campbell was wearing, I'm not picking. I'm not letting that guy Italian mafia pinstripe shirt and walk out. Not doing it. Also, who's this Mike Green dude from Marshall? I didn't even know Marshall had dogs like that.
He's
Pretty
very
good.
Really?
if
Off
you
the field issues. That's why he's at Marshall.
yeah. He had
Is-
the 2 sexual assaults cases, but then that's still up for grabs of what's going to happen. So yeah, it's still up for grabs according to the jury.
That's not the word I would use.
Well, it's still in question there, but yeah, but if you watch his senior pro day highlight, he like destroys one of like the offensive linemen's like this. I think I don't know which offensive lineman was supposed to go in the first round, but like he beats him, slams to the ground, and he kept dominating the senior pro day.
Really?
That's why he might get first round pick is because of that. If he didn't have that day, he'd probably be maybe a second or third round pick.
Interesting. I heard he and Shannon Sharp actually have the same lawyer. Is that true?
I don't know if that's true, but it could be very well soon.
You see, Shannon Sharp is we got the pick coming up.
Oh, that is a bit early. Ole Miss.
Interesting.
Hey, Phil, you're not going to be able to get him now. The one guy was mentioned to you earlier.
Oh yeah. Well,
I had him mocked all the way to the Chiefs on my thing.
Really?
I did not expect him to go this early.
yeah, that's a interesting one.
That's a very early pick to me.
Classic Cardinals first round pick though. They're always pretty mid.
That's true. He's explosive and disruptive though. Is what I've seen from his tape a bit.
He just doesn't have aura.
That's a great. That was I was going to say I would grade off of.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
his name's Walter.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Walter Nolan sounds like a guy who should be doing my taxes.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean? Doesn't sound like a guy who should be stopping, the run on third down.
Hmm. Oh, there's-
That's actually, yeah, no. If I'm looking at the board right now, you say, hey, I need corner. You can either have Will Johnson or Jahdae Barron. I'm not even sure if I'm saying Jahdae right, I would assume, but like all day I'm taking Jahdae Barron.
Yeah, exactly.
I would take
Will
Johnny
Johnson.
because of the Will Johnson injury. I love Jahdae so much though, so I would take him.
Omarion Hampton, that guy's on my team.
I do like Omarion.
What was I going to ask next? Are we thinking, because I saw in a couple of mocks,
Yeah.
are we thinking it's getting to Shador time? Is he going to go to the Steelers here in a couple of picks?
I
Oh,
think so.
1,000,000%.
Probably this.
A 1,000,000%.
I don't see.
Well, who's your guy?
It could be the Rams is another team that could happen.
Where the
I
Rams
doubt
at?
Yeah, because of Stafford's age. Because that's the only team I see is like a quarterback needy team. Because like Seattle doesn't need a quarterback. Tampa, they got a quarterback. Denver, it's Pitt and Rams basically. Because everyone else has a quarterback.
I think there's going to be a trade up at some point for either Sanders or Dart.
I agree.
I think the Giants are going to trade up to get Dart in like the late 20s.
I could see it.
Just like, is that worth it though to go like?
They want to jump the Browns.
Oh, into the second though. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's
All
only
about jumping the Browns.
I bet the assumption would be if you want Dart, someone's probably going to take him somewhere. So you probably got to move up. Someone will probably move up, is what I would assume the thought process is. All right, Bengals are up here. If it's not defense, I think their fan base might riot.
I think it should be edge is my thing because I still don't know what's going to happen with the Trey Henderson situation. Plus, you
Yeah.
lost Sam Hubbard. You need I would probably say Shamar Stewart would be my take here.
I was going to say, because looking at edge, 3 available on the board. James Pierce, obviously not a big fan of him. Mike Green, like that's baggage you're taking on. Shamar Stewart, though, it's like this guy, the production's not there. He's a freak athlete, but
Yeah, that's my concern. I don't want him because of that production, and he just has athletic.
So they got to go Hampton.
did you say Hampton?
Yeah, got to go Hampton with them.
Yeah, dude. I hope they do. That'd be hilarious if they just go running back, especially because the top 7 best available according to ESPN right now are all defense. So if they just go,
Like,
okay,
take out one.
I'm with you, though.
they go back.
Just focus on offense, not defense. That's the whole strategy for Cincinnati.
Great. Hey, I'm gonna be hanging out for
I also knew
there, so
Oh,
I'll
cool. Yeah.
possibly in a couple of hours. What's it called? Just see if there was just since I have my internship still tomorrow.
Sure. Yeah. Enjoy.
He's a bum.
See, they lost Khalil. They need a running back.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was on the Bears too. I thought the Bears were not going to get rid of Khalil Herbert, and then they traded for a 6th or 7th round pick.
See, but I picked Chase Brown last year in fantasy, like my last pick. I was like, dude, they don't have a running back. It's not going to be. Yeah, because who else was it? It wasn't.
Zach Moss, which is a very sore subject, and there was a bogus
Did you pick
fantasy
Zach
team
Moss?
this year involving Zach Moss.
It was a fantasy football debacle with that one.
Controversy last year in our league. I'm gonna try to make a move here.
Shamar, it could be Shador Sanders for the heck of it for the Bengals, just to annoy everybody.
Exactly. Why not?
Just spoil it. I love how Shador's got a money sign in the background.
He's got that massive chain on.
That's it, yeah.
He does.
I don't know how your neck doesn't get sore, man.
That's what he gets from his dad. His dad's known for the chain.
The chain, yeah. Hey, man, I'll take it. I mean, I'm fine with it. The thing I'm not on board with is I don't know how baseball players play full baseball games with like 8 different chains on.
Wow, I
They're
don't
repping,
understand.
they're repping the biggest Cubans you could ever find and walking out there with 8 of them on.
Especially if who is the one? Or Ronald Acuna Jr., Tatis, and Orlando Arcia are like the biggest ones that literally just wear a huge chain every single like game. I swear, like they're on the field.
Yeah.
Like, the biggest chain.
It's like at one point, like I know that's getting in the way somewhere. Like one chain, I'm fine with it, man. You're good. Like one chain's fine. But when you got 8 of them on, it's like, what are we doing? Also, this might be actually, I don't think this is an old head take. The double mouth guard in football is the worst look ever. When they have like the mouth guard that just hangs off and it doesn't actually like ever go in. Looks awful. Just my thoughts.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Hey, I did call it there.
You're right, Shamar Stewart.
It's down the hall.
I know it is.
Hey, I gotta mention it still. Down the hall to the left. Well, I'm glad the Packers didn't take Shamar Stewart.
There you go. He's kind of setting up nice for you, Jeremy.
Even though he's getting comparison to Rashawn Gary, I still don't like that. It's looking pretty good on the board here for my team right now. Because we can go, we could go CV, we can go defensive line, we could even go wide receiver maybe.
Golden might still be there. I mean, knock on wood.
I'm not.
Now that the Seahawks probably take him here.
I don't want a wide receiver here in this first round, but if they get Golden, I wouldn't hate it.
You guys should take a quarterback.
I would like Johnny Barron, Maxwell Harrison, or Will Johnson are my top 3 guys who've won for CB.
I think you should go with honestly, like if I'm Packers GM. I'm probably taking Kyle McCord right here. Like, I think that's a great pick for you guys. You know what I mean? Kyle McCord, he's the future. Be a little Will Howard.
I like it.
Hey, Will Howard's a legend here in PA.
Is he from Pennsylvania?
Yeah, he went to a high school near us. That's like, he went to Downingtown, and that's like not. It's like I think a 45-minute drive from my house. Yeah, he went to like one of the biggest high school football schools in our state.
Interesting. He's got that. I would draft him based on just that video of him rapping. Have you seen that one?
Oh yeah.
In the locker room, I'd pick him based off of that. Actually, I'd take that back because now that I'm thinking about it, the other quarterback who had a dope video rapping on the sideline was Drew Lock, and that didn't obviously work out very well. So, yeah, maybe that's not. This is how my brain works as a GM. You know what I mean? I don't look.
Great minds think alike.
People always try making. They're like, "Oh, this quarterback's going to be." You don't know. Like Mel Kiper doesn't know. He thought Jimmy Clausen was going to be, the next big thing. He has no idea. If you just base it off of vibes, you got a better chance.
Yeah.
Good point.
That's how I would go about my NFL GM, and I'd probably be in office for about 6 months max.
I want to trade though. It's like it's just been pretty plain,
It has been quiet on the trade front.
Yeah.
I feel like last year we got trades almost every
Last
day.
year was insane.
Yeah. Because we had the JJ McCarthy trade. You had the
Penix,
Dallas Turner too. Which I thought the JJ McCarthy thing was stupid because he was just going to end up to go to the Vikings anyway if they didn't even make that trade. I feel like.
And I mean that'll probably come back to bite it. I mean we don't know yet, but I mean Bo Nix going after him.
Yeah.
Doesn't look fantastic now.
That's my guy and Phil's guy.
Yeah.
Phil, we were all talking about how I'm a Bo lever. I'm taking Bo Zempic. We're in on Bo Nix.
Sir. High on Bo Nix. It's a smart decision.
It's like I think it's an app you can use to buy stocks on players. I might need to go buy some Bo Nix stock.
Oh, absolutely.
Exactly.
It's just going to keep going.
I forgot they still have John Schneider there. He's got sunglasses too, Phil. I don't
The
know.
ESPN reporter just asked us Shamar Stewart, what are you most excited about in this moment? And he said nothing.
He said nothing?
He said nothing, just happy to be here.
He's just living in the moment,
Fantastic answer.
That's what we look for with these answers.
He's probably like, oh my. He's like, I have to go move to Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah. Or Northern Kentucky. They're basically.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I did call that pick. I called Grace Zabel my mock pick. That's the farthest one.
What did I say? Matthew Golden over 18.5. He was never going top 18. North Dakota State, I will say, if you draft an O-lineman from North Dakota State, I feel like that's a shoo-in to be a good pick.
Oh yeah, I love Grace Zabel. Yeah,
that's a guy who probably would have gone first in my draft if we're going off grit.
I thought he was the one who got literally destroyed by Mike Green, if I'm correct. I don't think it was.
Guy?
I don't think it was Zabel, but it was. I don't know who it was. It was one of these offensive linemen in the first round that literally got slammed from Mike Green. All right, Tampa Bay is on that board.
Let's go Tampa Bay. Oh wait, I got to get my pick.
Yeah, it's Zach's pick now for his Bucks.
Is he going? Are they going? Is this gonna be defensive back here? Are they going Will Johnson or Jahdae Barron?
I think it'll be more linebacker. No, they need. Oh, That's random. Apparently, they got Catan in the background for somebody's draft. Literally, just say in the back room, just got Catan in the game. I don't know why.
Catan?
Apparently,
I respect it. Oh, the Baker jersey.
Oh yeah, I got a Bucks one too, but it's not here, sadly.
I like it, man. I like it. Those were the cooler. I like those Browns jerseys. They changed their jersey now, right? It's
They
different.
did. It doesn't say Cleveland anymore there, and a couple other things.
For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is all your stop. We're all looking for some place to call home, but first you need a place to look for a place to call home. And
I'll be right back.
What a draft so far.
I'm kind of shocked that some guys haven't gone off the board yet. I don't want to say names because I want to.
Will Johnson and what's his face?
Well, not him. I'm saying an offensive player. Offensive. No.
I don't know.
Wide receiver.
Oh, good old Golden. Yeah.
Denver's the only one I could see.
I feel like this draft doesn't have much aura.
It doesn't. Like
It's a lot of just.
I honestly feel like the Packers could trade back and they still would get a decent amount of like players that haven't gone yet off the board.
Like everyone just kind of feels the same, besides
Yeah.
like a few guys.
I mean, it wasn't like last year where the Bills were stupid and made that trade to get rid of Xavier Worthy.
Oh yeah.
That cost them there. Even though I had the mock pick right for Xavier Worthy to the Chiefs though last year.
Look at that.
But yeah. I mean, I honestly could see us trade back, but I would doubt it though. I still feel like it'd be good value though if you trade back now, given it like what's left on the board. Like it's still good.
For the Packers, you're saying?
Yeah, they're on the clock soon. They're in like 4 picks for the
I'm
Bucs.
just worried. I'm just worried the Steelers are about to take Shador probably.
Well, here's the good thing for you, Zach, is they got Arthur Smith as their offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that's something.
He would make them,
Canada.
yeah, better than Matt Canada.
True.
Arthur Smith, does he still have the mustache? Because if he doesn't have the mustache, it's bad. He needs the full beard, I think, though.
I think he has the mustache still.
He does because he does not have a great chin. So it's like if he could get the beard, he probably should bring that in.
True.
Yeah.
This goes back to like having an attractive head coach. It really does play.
Beautiful.
Oh, pick is in.
Pick is in.
All right, this is Jahdae Barron right here. That's my prediction.
I feel like it's
The Bucks secondary is atrocious.
Yeah.
So it could be.
Either going to be Will Johnson or Jahdae Barron.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be.
Their offense is pretty set.
Could be any of the edges. Could be Mike Green or James Pierce.
I
Yeah.
can see that. Man.
Maybe Green. Maybe.
I got Campbell. I'll take that. There's more money signs at Shador Sanders' place, I swear.
There's more what?
More money signs at Shador Sanders' his camera place, like where he's at. There's really like money signs in the background every single time someone's wearing like a money big hat sign.
I don't know how that. I will say I do this thing every once in a while. Like I do like the Shador.
Yeah.
Like that thing. I don't hate that.
I want him, but he's going to be a Steeler probably very soon.
Aside from that, what do you guys? I mean, how do you say Tyler? It's not. It's like literally like Shug, right?
Tyler
is it?
Shug.
Shug. That's right. Yeah, it's like weird.
You're a huge fan of him, Zach.
I like me some Tyler Shug. Shador and Shug are my guys. I like the SH names.
Shador and Shug, nice.
I don't like Dart. I don't like Milrow.
Yeah, I mean, Milrow's got to be. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like Milrow is so hit or miss. I feel like you either get in there. Like I would not want him on my team, being completely honest. But like I feel like there's a chance he goes to the right team. Like somehow he'll be good.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Kind of a cop out answer by me, but
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Emeka Egbuka.
Oh, wide receiver.
Very
What? They took Golden?
wow,
very interesting.
That's
they go wide receiver, huh?
Yo, Baker next year, though. Whew.
Replacing
well, Mike Evans got his contract extension.
And you got Evans, Godwin, Jalen McMillan,
Yeah.
and Golden. And Bucky.
All right, this is shaping up to be good here. Denver, I'm kind of also surprised that Golden didn't go here.
Oh, they
yet.
took a Buka?
Yeah, they took
Yeah.
over
It's
Golden.
crazy because if they had the opportunity to, they probably would have taken Jeremiah Smith. But obviously, that guy's got to wait 2 more years. He would have been the number 1 receiver off the board.
True. Yeah.
He's ridiculous.
He was.
All right, I need a Marion Hampton here. That's what we're rooting for.
For the money. For the money.
for my $9. Come on,
That's a lot of dough.
That's a lot of money there.
dude. That's like
riding on it.
Everything's right on the money for that.
You got the house.
House is on it. Job, everything is on the line for this pick.
I just told my wife we're taking out a second mortgage. Put it on a Marion Hampton under 20.5, babe. It's a lock, I swear.
Easy.
If he doesn't go right here, little Timmy's not going to college. I mean, I think a lot of their number 1 need is running back. They have no running backs right now.
Yeah, they got rid of I don't think they have Javonte Williams there anymore.
Nice in Dallas.
Yeah, well, there we go.
So they have
Yeah,
literally no one.
Because he tore his ACL, right?
I think yeah.
Javonte?
I thought he hurt himself last year.
Yeah, he did he did because I drafted him in fantasy. I was super excited about it, and then he tore his ACL.
Mm.
Let me double check this. Yeah, tore his ACL, LCL, and lateral corner in his right knee and was lost for the season.
Damn. Jeremy, did they take one of your guys?
No, I was stretching.
Oh, because you're ahead of me.
Huh?
Your like TV or whatever is ahead of me.
It's now. Oh, I'm at 3:15 now on the clock for the Broncos.
I'm at. Oh no, I'm on the Pat McAfee show, so I can't even see the time. It's caught up though, which is nice. So I appreciate that. I just get to look over every once in a while and see Mike McCarthy covering his chin out with his shirt. So.
I would have loved to see Rodgers show up to the draft and just say something diabolical on the air.
Dude, he is so he's so not. And the thing is, like, he is like sitting around waiting and acting like he's like the top quarterback that people want on the board. But like, dude, you're not that special anymore. A couple of years ago, when it was between like Green Bay or the Jets, like, yeah, you were valued. Like, people want you. Now it's like, dude, just sign to a team.
Mm-hmm.
You're not that valuable anymore.
Exactly.
Zach, how would you feel if Rodgers went to the Steelers?
No, that's fine.
I would be for you. I'd be ecstatic about that.
Yeah,
I mean,
right. Yeah,
extra win, so they'll win like 10 games.
exactly.
Yeah,
That would be fine.
they would maybe be favored in the wild card game and then still lose.
Maybe.
All right, they still on the clock. Haven't got dude. You got 2 minutes left.
Yeah,
They're really
trying to trade, maybe.
There was one team I think it was the Falcons. Yeah, the Falcons. The Falcons like milked it till 30 seconds. I remember.
It's like you guys have had what? I mean, we're in April right now. All these teams have had the last 4 months. It's like you should know.
Maybe it's a
every
trade.
single
Yeah, they're
area.
probably hoping someone calls.
Yeah, that could
Like
be.
if someone wants Sanders.
I just imagine it's like that SpongeBob episode where they're all running around with the files. And all that.
What's his name? What's his name? What's his name? All you know is fine dining. Or what is it? Fine dining and breathing.
Yeah. Fine dining breathing.
You, sir, are an outstanding server. What's your name? Oh, dude, that's a great episode, man. I got a roommate right now who wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob growing up. So like, I one who did, the other one didn't, and all those references just go right over the head.
Oh, that's so sad. SpongeBob wasn't even like a dirty show.
What?
Which is always so crazy. Like, to me, they're like parents who are like, "Yeah, you can't watch SpongeBob. He's too dumb."
It's like what?
It's like, what?
Robbing them of their childhood.
Seriously. I was talking not that long ago about just great old TV shows. Did you guys ever watch like Chowder? Now we're
I loved it.
Misadventures of Flapjack. Anyone watch that one?
Yep, I remember that one. That was great.
I'm sorry if no one knows these, but these are some banger TV shows. Johnny Test.
Yes, Johnny Test.
Yeah, dude.
Remember that. Kids Next Door, regular show.
Oh yeah, Kids Next Door was good, man.
It was so good.
Zach, what were you? I could tell. I was just throwing ones that you weren't familiar with. What did you watch growing up?
Yeah, I wasn't a big variety guy. I think I kind of just like hammered like SpongeBob. I was a huge Fairly Odd Parents guy. That was my number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch much Disney Channel. If I don't know for some reason, except like Phineas and Ferb. That's about it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I know every word of the Phineas and Ferb song. I think I can do it right now. I'm not going to. But I'm just gonna have to take my word on that.
I'll take the word.
Top tier.
Nothing's better than the Fairly Odd Parents episode where they find out Timmy convinced Cosmo to keep him 10 years old forever. They're like, how long ago did you make that wish? He's like, 20 years ago.
That's so classic.
Yeah, dude, such a good one.
Cool. Here we got the Broncos pick now.
Marion, come on. Marion Hampton.
Let's hope.
This is for like 25 times 9. Like so many gumballs. Like 225 gumballs, guys.
That's a lot of gumballs.
Wow. Damn.
I could get like a cup and a half of Starbucks coffee, man. Come on.
You could ruin a kid's dream at a gumball machine. You know, you could rip all of them.
Some kid's right behind me. He's like, "Sir, you almost got it, buddy. Find another dispenser." All right, dude. This kid better say a Marion Hampton.
He's got a solid suit.
It is a solid suit. Come on.
Oh, wasn't Hampton?
I don't know why they did it.
That's all right.
It wasn't
Hampton.
Hampton?
Mad.
I wanted Johnny.
No, it's Jeremy's guy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's
Dude.
one thing. Well, there's more. There's plenty of them. There's plenty of them. up
Jeremy
there.
was 13.
I can say
That's his
Justin.
name.
No, not happening.
Can't blame for that one, dude. Can't blame for that one.
He gets to join Bo Nix. So yeah, that's a joy for him.
Now he's got Patrick Surtain with him.
Oh,
That's gonna be insane.
that's actually a deadly combo.
I
mean,
gotta go
when you're-
listen in on what they're saying about Shador. I gotta go listen in a little here on my actual TV.
Yeah, I mean, when you got Patrick Mahomes in your division, you kind of got to go corner, you know. You got to have 2 lockdown corners.
All right, the Steelers take your Sanders. That's the question.
They do. I mean, they just do.
You want to make a bet on that now, Phil?
I would bet any amount of money they take Shedeur.
Your whole house, your whole life savings?
I'd bet my life on it.
All right, here you go, Charlie. Life savings right here for Shedeur.
No, it's not even like this isn't life savings. It's like if you don't get this right, like someone will come in and just take your kidney.
Yeah, my kidney, my lungs, my soul. You take it all. Take it all.
I don't know what I missed. I come in here, Phil's talking about selling his kidney or something.
Phil says he would bet his life that this is Shedeur Sanders right here.
Oh, Phil.
I'm sorry, Zach.
Yeah,
It's not what you want to hear, but I would bet my entire life.
You're right. The Browns are going to get Jalen Milroe, aren't they? That's
Yeah. Even the broadcast network's talking about it.
They're still showing the money signs there.
Yep, there he is.
Fan cam. Maybe. Well, that's a great sign, Phil.
Schefter's saying
I'll be back soon. I want to see how this plays out.
All right.
So here, Mel Kiper's very hyped about Shedeur, maybe.
Sitting here with pick. We talked about Derek Harmon. Derek Harmon, defensive back out of Oregon, could be mentored by Cam Hayward. Cam Hayward can't play great forever, right? He's a Hall of Famer. Plays a year, two more year, maybe 3. So you bring him maybe Derek Harmon. How do you feel about
I can hear Mel Kiper right now.
has not had won a playoff game in 9 years. And that ain't losing seasons in a long time. But 21. They haven't won a playoff game in 9 years. And this division.
God.
Come on, the NFC go to a great quarterbacks. You have Mason Rudolph, and there's Shedeur sitting there.
This Max TV that's going on, man.
Where's the young quarterback coming in?
Here comes the pick.
I prefer him in New Orleans. I don't know what the Saints are thinking there. That's their decision. I disagree with it. But if I'm Pittsburgh, Shedeur Sanders, a pass-scoring man that's just a
Here we go.
I'm told that the pictures
You got me kidding.
is where the stage. Will this be the moment that we hear the second quarterback?
Well, it was. I had a nice run. As a human being.
Yeah, dude. I just hear the door get slammed in.
Off with the head.
I mean, so, sometimes you make the wrong deal.
Derek Herman.
All right.
Wow, Zach is so funny.
Shedeur! He's going to be a Brown. Oh, my goodness.
We lost Phil. Phil's selling his kidney now.
Yes. Oh, my goodness.
Phil sold the kidney.
Wow. The Rams, I swear, the Rams. Wow.
I'm trying to think now, like where can he possibly go?
Like Jeremy said, the Rams are like the only team with any chance unless someone trades up.
Yeah.
And honestly, if he goes to the Rams, I actually like that a lot for him. I feel like that's a good spot.
All right.
If you're a quarterback, you would definitely want to go later in the first if you're Shedeur and go to a good system.
Yeah.
He wants to go to Northeast Ohio. That's where he wants to go.
Said literally no one ever.
Yeah, I bet in his mind, out of all the teams, he's thinking, Brownies.
As my good friend Joakim Noah once said, have you ever heard anyone say, I want to go on vacation to Cleveland? No one goes on vacation to Cleveland.
Hey, it's a great little blue-collar city.
It's definitely a place. Like, it definitely exists.
What do they have?
Like, it's certainly on the map, I would say.
They have They have what? Canada or Cleveland?
Cleveland.
Cleveland has baseball
They're the baseball one.
and
yeah.
basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still don't have hockey.
Yeah, they have hockey in Columbus though.
Yeah, I was about to say Columbus is pretty close. No,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know Ohio geography that
like
well,
2
but
hours. But basically, Ohio's easy. Cleveland's at the very top. Cincinnati's at
yeah,
the
it's
very
on the
bottom.
lake.
Columbus is just right in the middle. So, yo, that was hype. That was amazing. If we get Shador in the second round, watch the Browns just pass on him too in the second round.
Yeah, imagine. There's no way they do.
No.
What a crazy draft! I mean, there might only be. I mean, I think so. There's going to be a trade somewhere because I mean, aside from that, like LA is the only realistic place a quarterback's going to be going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just don't see.
Yeah, none of these teams are. I mean, obviously it makes sense. Like the last teams in the draft don't need quarterbacks, but
Minnesota could do a funny thing.
that would be hilarious. I wouldn't put it past Kevin O'Connell.
Because I am not a JJ McCarthy believer in any way.
I'm not either, and I was actually I was very disappointed last year, genuinely, when JJ McCarthy got hurt. Not because I don't like JJ McCarthy, but because I knew Sam Darnold was going to be good in Minnesota.
Yeah.
I should have bet him most improved.
He's got a great system, and with Jefferson there, obviously.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it'll be the same. I mean, I think he'll be okay in Seattle, but it'll just kind of be like I don't think there's a big up on him.
Yeah. I think it's like another Matt Flynn story, Charlie. It's like where he had one good season for the Packers, then he goes to Seattle and he gets cut by training camp.
Maybe, dude. Matt Flynn did have, what was that game? 7 touchdown passes?
Yeah, against the Lions.
Week 17, yeah.
Yeah.
What a guy, man. What a guy. All right. Who do you got, Jeremy? I mean, are we even anywhere close with the
commercial break right now with the Chargers? Who do I have for the Chargers? I feel I probably see Golden here is my guess because they have no weapons out there.
Yeah, true.
I would probably say a wide receiver for them.
Yeah, I mean they need someone other than McConkey, you know.
Yeah,
but McConkey is a beast.
Hey, a Georgia beast.
I mean, maybe. Do they just stay with the trend where they just draft all big guys? Are they getting some sort of O-line, D-line here? Harbaugh is just like, dude, I don't need receivers. We're just going to run the football.
I would take D-line. I think I had that in my mock draft. I had D-line for them because they lost a couple guys and they need somebody else out there for them.
Yeah, they don't have Bosa anymore.
Yeah, they don't have Bosa anymore. They have Khalil Mack, though.
Do have Khalil Mack. Bosa ended up I honestly wanted him in Chicago, but Buffalo.
I thought he was going to go to San Fran because of his brother.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, speaking of which, I think Nick Bosa might be, just looking at a guy, like the most intimidating individual ever.
He's very.
Like, you see that guy just wearing clothes? Like, clothes literally just don't fit him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Shador.
I'm just scrolling through.
2 minutes left on the clock.
You need it to pop up right now. It's like trade Cleveland Browns.
Oh, no. Let's get it over with.
That's how bonkers I went when the Bears traded with, might have been, I don't know who we traded with that one year. It might have been like the Giants when we got Justin Fields. I lost my mind, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have seen me when the Texans traded up to 3. I was going in just completely bonkers.
That was crazy, dude. Right? Literally take CJ Stroud number 2, and they're like, actually, we want to pick again.
Yeah, and that was just insane. I don't even know how we finessed that.
Didn't you give like, 2 first-round picks maybe?
It was big, yeah, but oh my goodness. Absolutely worth it. They're really thinking.
It's the clock's ticking there. You got about a minute left.
They're really thinking.
Hey, if they don't put the pick in, the Packers can steal the pick, though. That is a rule.
They're probably sitting here waiting for Cleveland to give them a ring.
It happened twice.
Twice?
Not to the Vikings. It happened to Baltimore once, too.
Yeah, there's not the Vikings.
Vikings are known for the miss on that.
And what happens to their pick? They just
Still- You have to, the steal goes down, but you can still submit the pick anytime.
For the first line, you get to go ahead.
Yeah, you get to skip in line. So unless you
You
don't
hear about? I think it was last or 2 years ago. The Raiders drafted the wrong Byron Young.
Oh,
Really?
You guys ever hear that story? They put in a pick, Byron Young from Alabama. But then the Rams, like a few picks later, took Byron Young from Tennessee. And I think Byron Young on the Raiders isn't even on the team anymore.
15,
Byron Young on the
14,
Rams.
13, 10, 9, 8,
Trade the
7,
pick.
6, 5,
Pick is
4,
in at 0.
3, 2,
They got
1.
it in
Buzzer
at
beater?
0.
Hold on. Let's see the buzzer beater, maybe. Do the Packers steal, maybe?
No, they got the pick.
Oh, at the buzzer beater. They got the pick in. That's a shame.
They use the whole clock.
Pick is in. All right. Come on. Something good, baby. Come on. What the heck kind of hell is that? Looks like UFC. Or no, WWE. Looks like that mask. All right. Something good here. Anybody besides Golden or Johnson or Mike Green or Donovan Eziraku? I like Donovan.
I don't know how they wouldn't go Golden here.
Yeah, somehow Mike Green is going to follow the Eagles, I swear.
I was just looking on Twitter. Apparently, the Vikings might trade their pick. I don't know. There's like hundreds of tweets about it.
Vikings?
Yeah.
They making call. They must be making calls, man.
Which it must be.
He said it.
Could you not spoil, please?
He said weird pick. That just it just means
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. The Vikings only have 4 picks in this draft.
Yeah.
Look
Oh,
to
really?
file some picks. How does a team only have 4 picks in a draft? Like, they didn't make any big trade, did they?
Last year they did with the
Really?
McCarthy trade and Dallas Turner trade.
Oh, okay.
Because if you look at those details, it was very heavy.
Gotcha.
So, Viking fans are not showing up to Wisconsin. They can get kicked out of there. Only Bear fans will show up. I can give credit to Charlie on that.
What? Yeah, I mean, dude, we'll show for. I mean, the bar is super low for Bears fans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the bar is at the floor. All right. Hey, apparently they got the pick in.
All right, here we go. Oh,
There he goes. There he goes.
you gosh, Charlie.
Our boy Hampton, bro.
he's a
Finally
workhorse,
gets off the board.
Jonathan Taylor comparison.
just like JT. Which JT though? Current JT or past JT?
Who
Fumble
picks the
JT or fumble JT?
Dude,
All right.
Harbaugh literally said, "I'm not doing anything except running the football." He's like, "Screw it, throwing it."
Yep.
He also has Najee Harris out there
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Najee,
Cool.
props to Najee. He's back in his role that he's
That
used
is
to.
disgusting. Najee.
That actually is.
Yo, Packers on the clock.
So what do you want,
Yeah.
Jim?
Will Johnson, I would like.
You know they're not taking receiver.
I know they're not going to take receiver. If they take receiver, I'm going to be shocked. But I would like Will Johnson right now. If it's not Will Johnson, I wouldn't mind Mike Green or Donovan Eziraku. I wouldn't mind those two.
Yeah, there's some good names left.
Thoughts on Hairston?
I do like Maxwell Hairston. I do like him a lot. I wouldn't mind him. He's pretty solid to me. I wouldn't mind him. Come on. Give me a good pick here, Packers.
They're cooking.
Oh,
Just not a
Anthony's in the
receiver.
chat. Hello, Anthony. That's fire. Charlie, we got Anthony in the chat saying hello.
Hello, Anthony.
Candelori?
Yeah, we got Candelori in
heck
the chat.
What's up, dude? That's awesome. Wait, Anthony's I feel like Eagles fan, right?
Yeah, Anthony's an Eagles fan, unfortunately.
All right, yeah. So he's in the best draft position there is, sitting in the last spot.
Yeah, he
Waiting
does.
all night.
Exactly.
But that's the beauty of the night. The draft is where the focus is on the bad teams and the teams with no quarterback.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the beauty of the draft.
I'm wondering, the only issue for the Eagles is there's a Georgia safety still on the board. You know what I mean? That's kind of
They
their
could
go-to.
use like a guard because they lost Becton.
Ah,
That's
no way,
Really?
Charlie.
really nitpicking, but
Heck yeah. Okay, yeah. What did you have originally slotted here, Jeremy, for the Packers?
I had Johnny Barron originally slide, but now it's not going to happen.
Right.
I keep mentioning wide receivers. It's not going to happen for us. As long as you want to say it to me. Since I was born, I wasn't even born. I wasn't born the last time they took a wide receiver.
Not raised his eyes on the receiver first round.
Yeah, I've never seen it. in my
Matthew
life.
Golden is here, dude. Matthew Golden's still on the board.
I wouldn't mind him. I would like Will Johnson as long as he can stay healthy in the field. I really don't think they take edge because Gutekunst is very high on Lucas Van Ness for some reason, so I just don't see edge here for us. I wouldn't mind it, but I just don't see it for us.
Was Lucas Van Ness, was that 2 drafts ago you guys picked him?
Yeah, 2 drafts ago because it was part of the Aaron Rodgers trade. Because they switched picks.
He's the Iowa fella, right?
Yeah, Iowa.
Yeah.
We
I
love
will
Iowa.
say when you guys picked him, I was a little worried, but it's been all right so far.
Yeah, all right so far. Yeah, that's true. Maybe improves a little, but I doubt it.
You guys might need corner, man. We might have the best receiving core in the NFC North, so I'm just saying.
I don't know about that. You got to look at the Packers wide receiver core. It's pretty good despite not having a number 1 wide receiver.
Who was your what was your running back last year? Josh Jacobs. He was like, we need a number 1 wide receiver, right?
Yeah, he was the one who said it.
Crazy comment, dude. That was a crazy comment. I'm like, dude, your teammates are right there. They're gonna hear that.
Yeah, he said it. I would like him to run with Tucker Kraft a bit more of the offense. I like him a lot.
yes, Tucker Kraft is a legend. Tucker Kronkowski, as we call him, because he's just like
Yeah, Gronkowski, you nickname him.
Now we're day one fans on the Gronkowski.
yep,
Yeah, you're
true day
even
one.
Dave-
Where did Tucker Kraft go to school?
He went to, I think, South Dakota State.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's right.
Yeah, I
dude.
think it was
you
South.
did. You're all right. 100% all right.
as every Tucker Kraft fan needs to know,
Yeah, dude, he's a South Dakota Jackrabbit
He is, yeah, Jackrabbit.
from South Dakota State. Interesting.
Same college as Dallas Goddard as well. Another
Yeah, and who was that one running back? Who's from South Dakota State?
I'm pretty sure Adam Vinatieri. I'm pretty sure also in South Dakota State. I'm like 99% sure. Yeah, he did. Yep, Adam Vinatieri.
All right, well, this clock is very going long here for the Packers.
They be thinking.
Yo, Charlie, how that punter you took in the 4th round? How did he do last year?
Yeah, dude, that was the worst. Tory Taylor, the Aussie.
Yeah.
That was so, dude. The toughest thing was on the night he got drafted, or maybe like the day after. Caleb Williams texted him, was like, "Hey, bro, you're not gonna be punting much." And then we proceeded to punt like double-digit times in the first game against the Titans, and it was disgusting. And I was like, and that text just kept resurfacing every single week, and we just kept punting and kept punting. Great punter, but yeah, when we had a punting highlight tape at the end of the year on social media for the Bears, that was pretty tough. Yeah, but great pick. My buddy has a Tory Taylor jersey.
Oh, that's fire.
It's a great investment too. You know what I mean? You think about it. Like, that's a long term. You can always wear Tory Taylor.
Yeah, I mean they took him in the 4th round, so they're obviously going to try to keep him. So he could own that jersey for like 10 years or more.
That like taking. We just lost Pat Scales, our long snapper. We had him for the last like.
That's a tough draft.
Yeah.
You know, there is one amazing long snapper in this draft. I really wanted the Browns to take him, but
Actually,
we just traded both of our 7th round picks.
Don't show me anything.
I don't know anything.
All right. Please don't tell me anything. Come
I don't
on.
know anything.
Packers were.
Oh, you got the thing on.
I just know the clock.
Oh, the pick's in. You know they're going to talk for like 5 minutes because the draft's.
If we take a wide receiver, that's just going to be insane. How that crowd's
Yeah,
going to.
That'll
We're going
be-
to celebrate the Super Bowl.
Goodell's gonna get out there and talk for like a good full minute just about the city of Green Bay.
Exactly.
Like there's great cheese and other stuff here.
Please be somebody good here, Packers. That's all I care. Please be somebody.
I'm surprised they still got fans here, especially because like I'm sure like there's a bar nearby, and knowing Wisconsin fans, you know what I mean. I thought they would have meandered their way on over.
True. Right after this, you know,
So, you know,
Right after the pick, this place is clearing out.
All right, come on, somebody.
I can see the bead of sweat coming down Jeremy right now. He's sweating this one out.
Oh, he is. Phil's not even in view.
Come on, baby, give me.
Oh,
Kyle
Mark
McCoy.
Murphy.
Give me Riley Leonard. It's gonna be Riley Leonard.
Come on, Murphy.
Duke legend.
Where's you?
Dylan Gabriel from the University of Arizona, University of Oregon.
Yeah.
Come on, man, blow this one.
Who is that?
Let's go, Murphy. That's our CEO, Mark Murphy, legend.
I love that.
Owner of the
I love
Bears.
that. All you can see right now is a Bears hat and a grit hat while the Packers are making their pick.
It's
A
beautiful.
grit Lions hat and a Bears hat.
Thank you to the NFL for bringing the draft here to Green Bay for the best draft in the history of the NFL.
Best draft in the history of NFL. A little biased, I'd say, but no, it's all right.
Yeah.
Would you say the pick already, Murph? Come on. Like, this is a yap session here.
This is
You
what
and
you
I
get
are
in
the same,
vote.
though, man.
Please hurry up. Let's go.
Hey, man, I do have work tomorrow. If we can get this pick in.
Woo! That's true. That is true, Murphy.
Look at Dan Campbell.
Only comedian.
And you got to stop the yapping. Come on.
Well, he's going to milk the clock here at this point. Would you just say the name? All right, he's saving it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, my gosh. She's a yapper, please. He's never a yapper. Come on.
He keeps sending it. Wow. Wow. I saw it. I'm not going to say anything.
There it is.
Took a while.
They done did it.
What?
Yes. Yes. We did it.
The drought is over.
We picked the receiver. We picked the receiver the first. That's allowed. Yeah.
The drought is over.
Time, baby. Here we go.
Wow.
Woohoo!
I had a 4th round grade on him.
Oh yeah.
Ow, I feel
Yeah, I had a 4th round grade on him. Overrated.
Wow.
Overrated.
All right, you go with that. All right. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, he a bust. I mean, does speed even matter anymore in the NFL?
No, it's
you
like
know?
Nah.
Jordan Love doesn't have that great of an arm. Like, he can't even throw it to him. You know what I mean? I think look at Jeremy, dude. This is it could have been any wide receiver. I think they literally could have picked like a wide receiver with a 4th round grade. And I think Jeremy literally would have been like ecstatic just about getting receiver.
They broke the drought. It's
I mean, he's not even 6 foot.
Hey, based off the
He's
suit,
my height. I don't care. He's my height.
just based off the suit, bust. I'm saying bust.
very cheese colored suit. Oh, the
Look
Vikings.
at that. Look at the chain.
Phil, the Texans are on the clock.
I'm getting
That's a good
blinded by
chain,
the,
baby. Wait, the Texans are on the clock. I think
Oh.
Texans. I thought the
Oh
Texans.
wait, did the Texans
Doc, what did you
trade?
say?
The Texans are on the clock,
No, it's the Vikings.
but the pick is in. It says.
Oh really? Oh yeah, dude. Hey, you know what? Thank you,
Yes,
Vikings. Thank you, Vikings, for not taking all 10 minutes for no reason.
They needed. Maybe it's a quarterback here.
The Vikings pick.
Yeah, the
Jeremy, let's get it. I need a
No.
full. No, Jeremy. I need a full breakdown. Need a full breakdown on thoughts. Get the receiver. What are we thinking right now? How we feel about Matthew Golden? What was the pre-draft grade? Honestly,
I mean, he was someone. My one friend like told me he is a phenomenal player. Like, he's a very speedy guy. He's just fantastic. Fantastic. I said to you, Charlie, like, his hands, fantastic. Like, I definitely think he could be a playmaker for this offense and be an outside wide receiver for us. Gives us more room for this receiver room. Not only do we not have the worst receiver core in the NFC North now, we have the best up here once again here for the Packers. Still the youngest too, Charlie. Still the youngest as well. So
I'll let you have that moment. Like, I'm not gonna say anything right now. Like,
good.
yeah, I was about to say you're very happy. Like, I'll let you have the moment right now. Like, you know what I mean? It's a little bit like I'll be nice and let you have this. We'll go back and we'll look at depth charts later. You know what I mean? I think you'll come back down to earth a little bit. But I appreciate the excitement for the pick. You know, like, I can appreciate that. It's
Well,
called.
you know,
It's like what
know,
do they say?
kind
The
of-
first step is like delusion. I think usually.
Yeah,
So,
true.
Wait, that's what the Vikings fans are in the offseason, Charlie. They do this every single year. They think they're going to go far and go win the Super Bowl. What has happened, Charlie?
all I'm saying is Jalen Johnson is putting him in a child seat. He's locking him up, belt buckle, double safety lock, 0 catches, 0 yards, 10 targets. Jalen Johnson's got him on lock.
You could do that, and then we got Mr. Tucker Kraft on the other side and destroy your entire safety room.
Dude, Tucker Kraft, Loveland's better. So Loveland's way better.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That might be taking it too far.
Colson Loveland screams red zone threat.
If he can catch the ball. The comparison was Mark Andrews, Charlie. They put on NFL Network. So I was like, oh, if he can catch the ball, that's an issue if he turns out to be Mark Andrews in the playoffs.
Hey, we'll see. I mean, we'll see, dude. We'll see, man. Hey, don't slander Mark Andrews like that. That was so brutal, bro. I felt so bad for Mark Andrews after that.
I did
I was like,
too.
oh man, all those years being on the Ravens, and then he just soils it. But you know, it's what it is.
Soiled it.
I love how Mark Murphy literally just tried to say the first time in Packer draft history where we take a wide receiver.
Also, okay, so that was a great analysis on like the actual football skills. Can I get the important metrics that matter in aura rating? This has been a recurring an aura rating, just Matthew Golden's overall aura.
I think
hold on, wait. I need 3 metrics here. B, the fit. What do you think about the fit? Because I thought F-. No bias whatsoever. And then how will he look in green and yellow? Those kind
I
of
think
go together.
with his name, since we're green gold, Charlie, it brings a lot of aura because his last name is gold. I think it's pretty
Oh yeah, that's actually not good.
I get that. Yeah.
That's more pick. Remember Zach's
I would, yeah, Zach, it's an aura pick. That's all that matters.
Oh, I might be sold that this is a great pick now, simply just because of that. I'm actually a little nervous now.
Oh, the Vikings went with Donovan Jackson. That's interesting.
Yeah, guard.
Okay.
Guard Ohio State.
That's been happening in that playoff.
Oh, Shador. There's just a trade. Giants just traded up.
Oh no!
Shador. It's Shador.
How is it not? Giants traded up.
It's Dart. It's Dart.
Here.
Why wouldn't
It's
it?
100% Shador.
It's the Giants. What do you expect out of them?
Shador
no.
is officially a bust.
No, wait,
he's
no,
gonna be-
it's late. It's
Oh
gonna
my.
be Dart. It's gonna be Dart. Phil, I'm sorry. Your pick is gone, Phil.
No first.
whoever goes here, it doesn't matter.
No pick.
Oh
This
yeah,
is-
Bell, dang, dude.
This is
You probably got a
totally
whole
fine. We have never picked a good offensive lineman in the first round. All right, it was just not going to happen. We have never done that, so this is perfectly fine. We are getting rid of the curse.
You got Kenyon Green.
We're getting rid of the.
You
curse.
had Andre Dillard. Bust.
We're just
Hey, I mean, Phil, you can't make a bad first round pick if you don't make a first round pick. You can't draft a bust in the first round if you don't make a pick there.
exactly.
As a GM, like a smart move is always just trade back and get more picks. You just get more chances.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People can't be mad about you swinging and
Yeah,
missing
let's
first round picks.
keep trading back and get like 5 second rounders next year. You know.
And I bet they genuinely got a haul for this because the Texans are probably sitting there like, we know you want to get a quarterback. We know
Yeah.
you need this.
Yeah, I'm not upset about this. At
Oh,
all.
they're showing Dart, dude. They're showing Dart. He's taking pictures though. He doesn't have a phone. It's Shador.
Oh, here you go. All right. So the Texans got the 34, 99, and third round pick for 2026. No, you got the 34 and 99 pick in this draft. Third rounder next year.
He stands in that pocket, basically kind of throw. I agree with you. Shador Sanders is quarterback for me. Ryan Dayball seems to be leaning toward that. No, that's a predictable one. Shador can't throw in the clutch, but it matters the most in games late.
Oh, no Kuipers.
Ooh, ay.
Yeah, I could say this for Phil and Zach that how they traded earlier in the day of like the 5th and 6th round picks. They have the first and second pick tonight too.
Yeah, that's kind of exciting.
That's kind of exciting for you too. Back-to-back picks, Zach.
Wait, what?
You have the first second round pick. Phil has the second round pick.
Also, I guarantee
that's
you
fire.
the Texans picked Golden. I guarantee we would have picked Golden.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Also, I will say I can't wait. The funniest thing is when like people come out right after the draft and give out draft grades as if they have any idea of how it's going to work out. During the 2012, this is just like fun. I saw this on social media the other day. Someone gave the Seahawks an F for the 2012 draft, like right when it came out.
Yeah,
They're like F grade.
Mm.
That year, Bruce Irvin, Bobby Wagner, and Russell Wilson were their first 3 picks, and they got an F. I would say that was probably a little wrong.
Little off.
Yeah, just a little off. Just no big deal. Like 2 Hall of Famers and 3 contributors to a Super Bowl. All right, Shador to the Giants. I mean, not officially, but how do you guys feel? I say my take right here, because he's going to the Giants, he's going to be in a bad system. They have who's their quarterback right now? Russell Wilson, right? They got Russell Wilson.
Jameis Winston and Tommy DeVito.
Do they not have Russell Wilson?
No, they do have Russell Wilson.
Yeah. So they got, I will say, in that aspect, great quarterback room to be in with Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson. He'll definitely sit for a full year.
Oh, definitely.
I still just don't feel like I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. Like I don't think Dable is like, and maybe I'm wrong. Dable stayed around long enough. He should be around for another year. Maybe I don't hate it as much. It's not so much to the Giants.
Dash Pass by DoorDash. Your door to more savings.
A Chewy pharmacy order is on the way for Homer, the homebody who only goes outside when nature calls. So Mom uses Chewy to get his flea and tick meds at a great price, delivered fast, right to their door. For quality meds, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Let's see what the Giants do. If they're stupid enough to not take Shedeur Sanders, I don't know what the Giants are. They should fire the GM then.
There's no way they traded back in for not a quarterback. Right?
Was it a quarterback?
It's an Oracle.
It's an Aura pick. Thanks, Bill.
Absolutely.
Aura pick, but we don't know.
On Sunday Night Baseball, Sunday at 7 on
Ripping Aura. Yeah. Wow.
I mean, to be fair, if you want to sell jerseys, this is what you do.
And a second trade of the night here in round one. The New York Giants are just traded up into the Houston Texans by number 25. And Solis it is to draft a quarterback. Will it be to take that man, Shedeur Sanders, the Big 12 offensive player of the year, or that man,
I hope he's good. That way I can kind of just always go, Shedeur. You know what I mean?
On the Shedeur
Over
Sanders
that with my Woo box instead of like an actual AP.
again, we are waiting to make the announcement.
Just the vibe of it.
Number 3 in this draft, taking Abdul Carter, the defensive end out of Penn State. This was how many of the Giants fans definitely hoped the night would go.
All right, here comes the Giants.
Find a way to get the quarterback.
Kick in. There we go.
A little bit later in round one, it appears that's what they had done. So we are waiting. The commissioner on the announcement, here he comes onto the stage. So that's the Giants pick at number 25.
I'm not saying anything. I just saw it. Oh my gosh.
The 25th pick to the New York Giants.
Oh my gosh. Jackson Dart.
New York Giants.
You cannot make this up. Jackson Dart?
Wow.
Shedeur is yours.
They traded up for that.
Is this the most Giants? Dude, someone look at Mara's kid.
Wow.
What are you doing? Unless Mara's kid told him to draft Dart over Shedeur Sanders, what are we doing?
Where's the kid? Where's the kid when you need him?
Oh my gosh, dude.
Wow.
Sanders?
Giants are going to Giants. You know, this is like, I mean, for Jackson Dart, I feel like this is a good system. He can sit behind Russell Wilson and Jameis. You won't have to play for a couple of years, but
Wow.
Shedeur is going to fall out of the first round.
Yeah, he's gonna fall right in our lap.
Is Cleveland the first pick in the second round?
Yeah, it's not Tennessee. I don't know why, but we got picked 33.
Even more, Giants also picked
Charlie,
Sanders
I do have
again.
for the Packer fans. I will
Yeah.
show you a video
Just
that
let
I will
them find it
present
out.
real quick that will tell us of what Packer fans were this offseason before the pick. Real quick of what Packer fans felt about wide receivers.
Not exactly. Anyway, it's not too late for me, and it's not too late for you. Good luck.
Legendary.
That's how we felt.
Did you make that?
I did make that, yeah.
That's hilarious, dude. That's a great video.
That one I think got over like 5,000 views on Twitter because of that.
Really? Heck yeah, dude.
We don't suck anymore.
Hey, man, the curse is finally broken.
I can finally say in my lifetime that I saw the Packers draft a receiver.
And that's, you know what?
Amazing.
Yeah, that's crazy that you never saw the Packers draft a receiver in the first round.
I never thought it was going to happen.
Is that for Golden, or is that a good thing though? Is there a curse now? Is he cursed?
No, I don't think it's cursed. When did the Falcons get back in? Did they make a trade?
Yeah, they traded the Rams. I told you.
I didn't even hear that. Oh, the Rams traded back.
Yeah. I like to take the time.
What are the Falcons doing now?
They want to take Shador.
Dude, I would actually die on it. If they drafted Penix and then Shador Sanders in back-to-back drafts,
That'd be amazing. I'm so happy.
Wait, did Jackson Dart start at? He was originally at USC.
I have no clue.
Oh. The Falcons traded the 42nd, 242, and a rounder in 2026 for the 26 and 101. That's a steal by the Rams.
Wait, so they got
a first round pick, Charlie, out of it. The Rams got a first round pick in 2026, the 42nd overall pick, and a 242 pick for picks 26 that they just gave up and 100. So they got first round pick from that.
Look at that.
The Falcons are idiots. Did they not just see what the Giants gave up to the Texans?
I know.
Phil, are you feeling gypped right now?
Yeah.
I mean,
dude. The Texans just got like
that does this really dumb thing. I mean, we're fair, right? They did whatever that was. We're fair.
Texans are about building relationships, man. It's about building relationships,
especially with the Vikings.
I like it.
James Pierce.
To pick James Pierce. Oh, I gave it away. James Pierce.
I said it already. This man shows no work ethic off the field and on the field. There.
That's why I was back. Dude, what a bad trade.
They did that for James Pierce?
Even if James Pierce turns out to be good, like that's just a bad trade.
Why?
Agree. All right, now Charlie, we have to survive the Lions. Hopefully, they have a bad pick now.
Wait, they don't have a first rounder now. Like, what did they just do?
Yeah, they're idiots.
Their first rounds are gone. Just like that.
This is again. The Falcons made a questionable pick last year. Now, and you got the owner just happy about it. He doesn't even know what happened. He didn't know what happened last year too. He's like, "Why did we take a quarterback?"
Also, May 1st, 2024, Coach Prime Deion Sanders quote tweeted someone and said, talking about his son, he will be a top 5 pick. Where your son going? LOL. I got time today. LOL. How'd that play out? How'd that work out? Top 5? Try maybe top 5 rounds.
How about you're going to Ohio?
I'll be so happy. They'll sell one jersey. I'll tell you that. I think I would get a jersey or at least like a shirt. You know.
There you go.
Did you the Kevin Stefanski quarterback? I'm telling you.
Wow, dude. They met with his.
If Shador doesn't go, I'll never be in my life more nervous for a second round than tomorrow.
You're gonna have to sit on that. You're gonna have to sit on that all night.
Yeah, all day.
The second round will be your actual first round, basically.
Yeah.
Now, it'd be funny though for the Packers if they took Mike Green because now you got green and gold from your 2 picks.
It's gonna happen.
I would find hilarious if you take Mike Green somehow and you get green gold from this draft as a Green Bay draft. It's just in the NFL script.
Okay, so what teams even still need a quarterback this year? Right. A little.
There's Saints will. Yeah, they'll need a quarterback.
That's kind of it.
Browns. I mean, realistically,
Browns,
need a quarterback for the future. I mean, like the Raiders just signed Geno; they could use one.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I mean, Colts could maybe take one later.
Yeah.
Seahawks maybe could take one later.
Seahawks could.
Steelers need a quarterback, definitely. I can't believe the Steelers didn't take a quarterback, dude.
I can see the Jets could take a quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Steelers don't have a second round pick either because of the DK trade. DK Metcalf.
Steelers fans, get ready to learn Curtis Rourke. 5th-round draft pick, Curtis Rourke, the savior.
Hey, whoever gets Tyler Shugg though in like the 3rd round, that's
your bold take.
That's my guy. He might be like 30 years old, but that's my guy.
I'm saying they're probably just going to go full. I would say. Well, actually, I was just going to say Steelers are going to tank for Arch, but the Steelers have never seen a tank in their entire life.
Nah, they got to win 9 games.
Yeah, got to be at least 500. That actually does kind of stink for Mike Tomlin. Like the NFL season changing to 17 games, that makes it tougher for him to go 500. He can't go 500 anymore.
Yeah, it does make it harder.
He probably vetoed that super hard. He's like, guys, seriously, we can't do this. This is messed up.
Only 5 more picks, huh?
Well, I'm going to say Ravens take a safety here.
You're going safety?
I think that, yeah. Because even though you have Kyle Hamilton, you need another guy out there. Plus, every time the Ravens secondary got hurt, it was completely bad. And you could scheme. You could be a little more schemy with Kyle Hamilton or whichever safety you want to get, whether it's the Georgia guy or what the heck is it? USC from South Carolina.
I think Mike Green could go here.
Malaki Starks and the Knicks Mwari, I think it is.
Yeah. Will Johnson's still on the board.
Yeah. I don't see Detroit. I don't see he take. I don't know where he would go, Will Johnson, on this. Maybe Kansas City. Philly definitely. No, Philly. They need a safety or edge. Washington, maybe.
I feel like at this point, like with a guy like Will Johnson, obviously the issue is the injury. But late in the 1st round, like he's definitely if there was no injury, he would have been off the board by now.
Yeah. He would have been like a top 10 pick probably if he didn't get hurt.
Yeah. But
they got a giraffe in the war room in Baltimore. That's fun.
They have a what?
They got a giraffe toy in the background for some reason.
I gotta listen better, because at first I thought you said a giraffe in the war room. I was like, it's a bold move, Cotton. I'm like, I don't know how it'll work out for him, but
no, they got a giraffe toy like sitting right behind the GM of the Ravens in the war room.
Interesting.
I don't know what. They still got Campbell from Alabama there. He might go to Philly, honestly. I could see that.
Whoever Philly takes will randomly be a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Well, if he's from Georgia.
Yeah, probably take a Georgia player here, maybe.
If Mike Green is on the board, they will take him. They don't care about off-the-field issues.
This late in the draft, too, it's like – I shouldn't even say this late, but like this late in the 1st round, like it messes up. It's a little more or less risky in a sense. It's worth it for those kind of guys.
For sure.
Wow. Great prediction, Jeremy.
Woo-hoo.
Not the safety you were thinking about, but
I knew it was going to be a safety.
You did say from Georgia, yeah.
He's only 197. Wow.
Oh, he was one. Yeah, he had that crazy pick against Bama.
Yeah. All right. He's off the board. Now you got our annoying neighborhood friends, Charlie, the Lions.
Let's go, Lions.
The worst part is, like, at first, like, when the Lions were starting to get good, you know what I mean? Like, as a Bears fan, I kind of, like, sort of rooted for them when they weren't playing the Bears, because I was like, I can feel the pain of Lions fans. You know what I mean? Like, Zach probably gets this. Like, if I saw the Browns be good, I'm like, you know, it's nice to see the underdog win every once in a while. Yep. But, like, now they're getting to the point where, like, they're actually just consistently good, and I'm like, I could use them not being good anymore.
I like the Lions.
I just got to know
I got a tradition. I have a Lions, like, golf shirt. I wear it every Thanksgiving. I wear it just on Thanksgiving, and it's perfect because you're always playing on Thanksgiving, and it's like, yeah.
They used to always stink on Thanksgiving. They'd always get – I used to say it was a Chicago tradition.
Oh
Go
yeah,
home.
yeah. The Bears like always play them. Like 50
Yeah, they always
always beat them too for the longest amount of time. But now
this
sadly,
year the
we don't call
Lions.
timeouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't call it because Matt Eberflus hates using timeouts.
Oh yeah, it was that game. Yeah.
Idiot, dude. Idiot. I mean, just idiot.
I was rooting for your Bears that game, Charlie. I wanted to get ahead in the division, and then I was hating Matt Eberflus so much that day. I was like, why? You had to ruin my one hope that you Bears could win one game for us.
It's the worst part, and the worst part about being at like that game was like first half. I was like, okay, I can give up. Like I can just go eat food. Like I don't have to worry about this game anymore. It's over. Like we'll just play it in the background. And then of course they start making a comeback, like out of nowhere, make a comeback, and they give me hope. I'm like, this is it happens every single time. And then they find a way to lose in the most heartbreaking, gut-wrenching fashion, where you're just like, why? Why couldn't you just have gotten blown out?
Mm-hmm.
Let me enjoy my turkey, my sweet potatoes with marshmallows on them, you know, stuff it in gravy and get fat, but then I have to be fat and sad. Like that's just the only good thing. As soon as that happened, I knew Matt Eberflus was fired.
True.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, at least I get something out of this. Jeremy, you broke your curse. We've broken a lot of curses this year, actually. Bears had never fired a coach in the middle of a season. Broke that curse. And you drafted a wide receiver.
We break our own
Times are
curse.
changing, which is bad
Yeah.
for you. Times are changing, which means the Bears now own the Packers. We are 1-0 in 2025. I'll bring that up again.
True.
So times are changing, which means Chicago North, you know?
Once you move to your dome stadium, you're not a real gritty football team anymore.
Once we sell out and move to Arlington Heights.
Yeah, move to Arlington Heights, which, yeah. And then aren't you guys, I forget, aren't the Bears like trying to get a new ownership or something because of the lady passed away?
Yeah, it's like I could use the McCaskies selling the team.
Mhm.
They're like the original like owners of the team who like didn't care about sports. Their dad just like bought the team for like, you know, $500 back in like 1920 and have just been sitting on it forever and now are like billionaires. And they literally said they're like, I don't really care about football that much. We just like the Bears. I'm like, dude, sell the team. Make your money. It's like $1 billion franchise. Sell the team. Multi-billion.
That's how I feel about the Sixers with Josh Harris, one of the worst owners, even though he works well for the Commanders.
Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, he cares about the Commanders.
Yeah, he's very bad of how to run an organization in basketball, Charlie. He gets us to miss draft picks, worst trades in the Bears, Vikings, any trade you could think of, the Sixers do a lot worse.
Yeah, especially because in the NBA, like in the NFL, it's a little different. Like you can trade and you've like if you just get enough pieces, like most of the time it works out. Or if you really go for it and you do it halfway correct, even if you can miss on like a trade or two as long as they're not massive trades. In the NBA, if you pull a trade and it misses, like you're kind of screwed throughout. I don't know if that logic actually checks out, but in my mind, it seems like it checks out.
Yeah.
So, but no, dude. You got Jared McCain, right? You might get Cooper Flagg.
We'll be good next year.
Zach, I'll believe it when we can get to the Eastern Conference Finals appearance. Just, I don't care if we get blown out, just an appearance. That's how I feel as a Sixers.
Well, we're not that level team anymore, sadly, but we'll at least be like playoff team again.
Also, can Embiid be healthy too? That's all I care.
Probably not, but you know, it's the thought that counts. You know,
I just hope they never make it.
He's like our glorified mascot at this point. Like he's just there to like represent the process, but he doesn't really care, you know.
Yeah.
I just hope they never make it. That way it can always like be that meme where it's like we got GTA 6 before Embiid played in the conference finals.
Kawhi Leonard, man.
That was the one year.
I'll never forget what it was for that shot, dude. It was crazy.
I'm a huge Embiid defender. There's two sports players I'll defend any day: Baker Mayfield and Embiid.
And LeBron James, of course, for you, Zach.
Oh, LeBron. Oh, yeah. Nah. I don't hate LeBron anymore. He's kind of goofy, you know.
What the heck? Oh, that's a interesting pick there for the Lions. Struggles to finish. First line I see. First line struggles to finish. I see on NFL Network. That's a great pick for us.
Yeah.
Tyreek Williams. That's my guy.
That's a great for us of where it says struggles to finish.
Yeah.
Never
They're
heard
just
of
trying
him.
to hone on guys are going to be a bust.
Poor guy.
Ty Lee. Come on.
I mean, the only thing that scares me is like if Dan Campbell gets his hands on some 6'3", 330-pound guy and starts getting a bite off kneecaps, you know what I mean? That might be a little scary. But it says his pro comp is BJ Hill. Does anyone know who that is?
That's the
Lightly
Bengals
imposing.
defensive tackle.
BJ Hill had 25 tackles and 3 sacks last year. I feel good about this.
Setting the bar high.
As a guy who was a 3rd-round draft pick. Yeah, and did he even have a tackle for loss? I don't even think he had a tackle for loss. They're not showing me. Hold on.
All right, 4 picks left. No, just the first round. Then they do a second and third round.
Yeah. Something like that.
Saturday's 12 o'clock.
Oh, that was really small.
Oh, they do tomorrow. That's like a fuck. They be nice about it.
They're a little earlier on the other days. Oh, yeah, you East Coast guys, man, you got that tough time zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, for sports, I will say East Coast is just undoubtedly the worst time zone.
Yeah, I like
Everything is
the Midwest is like. I remember what was it? Yeah, I like the Midwest. That one's like underrated in my opinion because I remember watching like college football Saturday night, and it was like went quick and fast, but it was like you got right on time to be done.
Yeah,
So I find
I
that
think
to be very
Mountain
good.
Time. Mountain Time might be my. If I could choose one, I think I'd go Mountain.
Hmm.
You get like college
Underrated
football starts.
time zone, for
Yeah,
sure.
college football starts at 10 a.m. on Saturday. Like that's very nice. NFL's 11 on Sundays. You don't like Eastern time, like you guys for the college basketball championship. Like that game started at 9 p.m. Mountain time at 7.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's not ideal.
No, I don't know. I couldn't do it. It takes a stronger person than me to be able to stay up late for those.
Youth project. They have a way to help people out. I hope these kids see that everything is achievable.
3 more picks until Shador Sanders is in our hands. Come on, or 4 more.
I said 4, yeah.
Pick is in for the Washington Commanders. Shador Sanders here for the Commanders to be hilarious.
Oh, they better not.
I would find it very bad for you, Zach, if the Browns decide to trade back.
Or take Milrow. That would be the worst. If they take Jalen Milrow over Shador, oh my god. So Phil, who's the big winner of the draft so far?
Oh, the Giants.
The Giants.
The Giants. That's actually a good question. The winner of the draft so far.
I mean, every team has had like 1 pick, kind of, except
I definitely say my team is up there for grabs for the wide receiver take because we broke a curse.
Honestly, like when you look at it in that way, yeah. I mean, the Packers are up there just for drafting a receiver.
Yeah, because now the whole media can back off on us now.
All right, everyone, go through. Give me your favorite pick of the draft, and obviously don't just be like Cam Ward. I'm gonna look through these picks so far.
Favorite pick of the draft?
What's your favorite pick?
The Giants taking Dart is my favorite as a fan, but
for entertainment purposes. I think value wise,
I'd probably say the Ashton Genty.
Uche Genty. I think value.
I like the value with. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. Yeah, I think he'll be great for fantasy. Fantasy wise,
sorry, Phil, but I think Tyler Warren to the Colts.
I was going to say that too.
That's pretty.
That's a good pick too.
It was
That's pretty
it was a good
robbery.
pick. Yeah.
You know what? Maybe I think this is kind of a weak take because they had 2 picks, but so far I think the Falcons have been my favorite. They got Jalen Walker. He was expected to go like to the Panthers at like 8.
Yeah. But they gave a first round pick though for next year. That's the box.
Oh, actually, that was never mind. That was a terrible trade. I take it back. Yeah, that was a terrible trade.
Unfortunate trade.
That
Connerly.
That's a good pick for Commanders. Oregon.
Oh, that D tackle guy.
No, offensive tackle. Derek Harmon went to the Steelers. This guy was supposed to go to the Chiefs, they said.
Well, that's good. Take him away.
Yeah. I know. I want Josh Simmons. So
You're
I'm hoping he's around.
4 picks away.
Yeah, we're close.
Unless
that's your guy, Phil.
Yeah.
Your team could trade back.
You can trade. You trade back, and you still might get your guy.
Yeah, that would be really big. I'm glad they picked Connerly. That's good.
He's very good, Phil. I'm just gonna say that.
I gotta say though, I honestly think the Packers had the best pick in the draft. I love Matthew Golden a lot. I really like him.
I think I was like literally. I like the Falcons picks. I still think they're the losers because that was possibly the worst trade. I mean, you gave them a first round pick to move up. Like
it was a bit much.
So you go from the best pick you said, Charlie, to now the worst.
I love the Jalen Walker pick. I think James Pierce is a good spot at 26 to take a risk on him. But that trade was so bad. You give him a first round pick to move from the 2nd round to the 26th pick.
At least it made more sense than the Giants.
Because, you didn't have to give up much, though.
Because who was going to draft Dart?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Honestly, I think one of my also not or no, you can go ahead. Who just said but? I want to hear that.
Oh, I was gonna say, if they think that's their QB, I mean, you might as well, I guess,
I guess.
Just make sure.
Yeah, I mean, if it's your guy, if you're sold on him, go get him. But I think a pick I actually wasn't a fan of was Emeka Ibuka. I probably just said that wrong, but the Ohio State receiver, the Bucks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
I just don't feel like they needed receiver. Golden was on the board still.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Wasn't my favorite.
If the Browns took Genty and got all those picks, I mean, I think that would have been amazing.
I think that would, yeah.
Graham's just boring. Like, I'm sure he'll be good, but he's not going to move that needle,
He'll move. Well, Zach, he'll move the trenches, not the needle, though.
True. We are a trenches loving team, so
they're just not flashy.
Yeah, I mean, it'll help Miles, I guess, a little. Yeah,
you can make up for it. You got 2 picks in the first 4 picks of the 2nd round.
Yeah, or better be one of them. And I don't know what else.
Yeah, that's actually brutal for Shedeur that he had this whole party lined up. And now
they've showed him so much, too.
He had a full custom room made for the draft. Ooh. That, my friends, is a big oof.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Almost on for 4 hours here, Phil. This stream. It's past your bedtime. It's past your bedtime, too.
Yeah, it is.
You didn't want to leave yet. I thought you were going to leave.
No, I might as well see it through.
Oh, that's true.
See if I get Josh Simmons or not.
Zaki, Phil broke his code again.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Were you having a bet to see how long your thing would last before you broke the thing?
Well, this is a special occasion.
Well, I'm saying Jen. We had a bet of like see how long it would take for you to not go through it anymore of the 11 o'clock.
Well, I haven't done it yet.
Oh, I thought you started that. I thought you started that last week.
What are you talking about?
At 11 o'clock, you go to bed. Exactly.
Yeah. I haven't broken it. So.
You broke it on movie night. It was like 11:06, and when
Bad boy.
that's you got the flight.
Dude, I left though immediately.
Zach.
11:06.
Zach,
Huh?
when did he leave for movie night?
It was like 11:07 because then we discussed.
Yeah,
that.
because that's when the movie ended.
So, dude, I had 11:05.
Mid movie?
Yeah, I would have thought you said sleep.
I'm not gonna leave mid movie.
All right, there you go, Zach. He's a true dedication to the movie night.
All right.
So there we go, Zach. He answered our one
Pick
question.
some 3-hour movies next time.
What have you guys been watching on movie night?
Oh, lots of variety.
Yeah, lots of varieties.
What was
That's
the
the
most
best way to
recent?
describe it.
What was the most recent thing you guys watched?
Coach Carter.
Ooh, great movie, man.
Zach was not a huge fan of it because he's not a huge fan of
It's all
sports
right.
movies. He's not a huge fan of sports movies in general.
I gave it like a high 6. Oh yeah, Phil, you never rated
It was great. What the heck was it?
Oh, it was pretty good. I'd give it like a 7.
I'll take
Well,
it.
there you go.
I think the funniest part about that is like they're sitting there the whole time and like the parents are getting mad because their coach is like, hey, you need to like pass class, like period. Like you literally just needed 2.0. And the parents are like, but they're so good at basketball.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, your kid just needs to like get a C. Like just he needs to go to class.
Yeah. Isn't it your turn? It's your turn next, maybe not if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Gotcha.
All right, who do we think here for the Bills?
I think
Oh,
edge rusher.
Mike Green.
Edge.
I think Mike Green or Donovan Iziriku. Those are my two top picks because
At first, I thought you said Mike Breen, and I was gonna be like, bang,
Bang, bang.
bang. I'd give Mike Green a double bang.
Oh, they took the CB. Darn.
Damn.
Oh, they took the other guy. Like, oh well.
Interesting.
He's good. All right, now the Eagles are going to take Mike Green, of course.
Well, yeah.
It's just bound to happen.
Maybe the Texans will trade up though.
No, they're just not going to pick Simmons.
Damn.
Maybe the Chiefs do.
Oh, the Eagles and the Chiefs just traded actually.
Wait, what? They
They
swapped?
swap picks. Yeah.
That's weird.
That is very weird. It's like, were they looking at it? Were they?
Goal to them.
It's definitely gonna be Mike Green, I feel.
That's so odd. That I mean, they must have thought. I don't know. It's got to be such a weird call where they're like, "Hey, we want to trade with you," which literally just means like whoever.
Yeah, we
the
want
Chiefs
your
are
guy.
thinking about picking. Yeah, we want your guy.
That's whack.
Oh, here we go. Eagles trade 32 and 164 to the Chiefs. Chiefs trade 31 to the Eagles.
Oh, wait, they lost though. 160.
Yeah, they lost 164.
Why?
I don't
Damn,
know.
What is that?
Why?
That's
In the
seventh
trade.
round.
Why?
I don't know why. What they
I think that's
traded
really,
32
that's
and
really
one.
the last pick.
Threw a pick away.
Or no, it's not.
They got plenty of
164.
picks too. I don't know.
All right, so we're gonna have Browns tomorrow, Texans, Titans, Browns again, dude. You got Browns got.
Yeah.
Is that that's from the Jaguars, right?
Yep, exactly.
Oh, dude, and then Bears go. We've got 39 and
The Bears
41.
got twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Packers have no second. Oh, no, they do have a second round pick.
Yeah, we do have a second round. We have, I think, maybe not a 6th round pick. I think that's maybe what it was.
Phil, you got 2 picks tomorrow.
You got 2 picks tomorrow.
Picks
yeah.
tomorrow.
Yes.
And do you have 3 in the or 2 in the? Yeah, you got 2 in the 3rd round. Oh, you have 3 in the 3rd round. Texans, man.
Yeah. We got a lot of 3s. We gave away our 5. We have a lot of 6s. Now we have 2 6s. I mean,
Yeah. Money moves, man. Money moves.
Congratulations to Maxwell Harrison.
A 5th round pick.
this was whack.
But why?
I mean, like, I guess another team could have
Traded in for
Traded into
Josh Simmons. Of course, Howie Roseman has to get his hype up every single time.
Oh, dude. Joe Schoen's son, the GM for the Giants, he posted Jackson Dart highlight 8 hours ago. It actually was his pick. It was his pick.
Wow.
You know what? I'm all the way back in on Jackson Dart now. The kid said Jaden Daniels last year. He wanted Jackson Dart this year.
This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works. This stuff kills weeds down to the root without killing your lawn. This stuff works for up to 3 months. This stuff works guaranteed.
Hey, also, just so you know, Jeremy, Todd McShay did say Matthew Golden is his favorite receiver in the draft.
Love Todd McShay.
Yeah. I'm getting on Twitter right now, and I will say, Bears fans not loving the Loveland pick. Not much love in this land.
Usually it's the complete opposite, Charlie, where the Packers fans will literally just go on Twitter and yell half the time about the pick.
Yeah. I mean, I had Colson Loveland as my number 1 overall pick. I would have taken him 1-1 if it was me. So I don't know what they're saying.
Yeah, you just got to get past the Chiefs, though, for your hope for. The Chiefs have already hurt. The Chiefs have already hurt you too much, Phil.
Yeah, they've done some bad things.
Plus, they paid the rest too a bit. I just don't believe. Yeah, I don't see the Eagles would do it.
They could. They've done it before.
Well, they don't need an offensive line because they pay their guys. Plus, they already have a replacement for Mackay back then. They need more help on defense because half their guys are not on the team anymore of the starters.
They like their guy. That's their guy.
Maybe he turns out to be a
budget Bo Nix.
Yeah, a Bo Nix guy sounds like to me.
Bo Nix, the GOAT?
Yeah. Bill's comparing Dart to Bo Nix.
Well, I said he's a budget Bo Nix.
Yeah. They got that same energy.
I don't think he has the same aura as Bo Nix, though.
No, not at all.
He looks Dart looks too much like the QB from Remember the Titans with the long hair. It's not a great look for him.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I mean Dart's a handsome gent. You need a good looking quarterback. You know that's actually statistically proven. Like facial symmetry is what most people would say like is the average decider if someone's attractive or not. 95% is average. NFL quarterbacks average is 99%.
Wow.
Yeah. These are the stats you don't get anywhere else, you know?
I know. Only on the Jeremy Hadler stream.
Hey, Jeremy, do you know the tight end who invented the shift in motion on accident?
No.
Bob Trumpy, Cincinnati Bengals tight end. Yeah, he lined up on the wrong side of the ball and then moved over to the other side of the ball, and the defense freaked out, and they go, "What if we did that on purpose?" Just learned that fact not that long ago. Next time you guys are at trivia and someone asks that, you're going to know it's Bob Trumpy.
Yeah.
I thank you in advance.
Yeah. when you're in the middle of nowhere at some Tuesday night, all you can eat wings, and they also have trivia going on in the background. You're like, guys, actually, I've got this one.
Yep.
Bob Trumpy.
Wait, the Chiefs already picked?
Their pick is already in, apparently. They're just taking forever.
Eagles and Chiefs pick? Come on,
Yeah.
move it on. Yeah.
Well, Roger Goodell plays take his sweet old time out here.
Come on.
He's got to get steps.
Get on with it.
Yada yada. Super Bowl, yada yada.
Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Oh, they,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
all right.
I thought for
There's
sure.
the Alabama guy.
Mention.
I thought they were going to take the, yeah.
But they don't get anything.
Also, you guys want to know what I just realized? I accidentally clicked on the 2022 NFL draft. Might be the least talked about number 1 overall pick. It was a defensive end for the Jaguars.
Trevon.
Dude,
Trayvon
Trayvon Walker. No one talks about that guy.
No.
Yeah.
I want Jaguars to take Hutchinson badly. Because I don't want him to go.
He's not
Yeah.
terrible either, but you just never hear of him.
Yeah, he's not. He's definitely not bad. He had 10.5 sacks last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just their only player.
We got Josh Allen.
Yeah, and it's also like when you're sitting there and it's like you're in Jacksonville, the team stinks,
Right.
and you're just like a good defensive end. Like no one's talking about you.
Yeah.
Trayvon Walker is the Paulo Banchero of the NFL. Was that the same draft? That actually crazy.
One more pick.
Yeah.
It was the same.
It's gonna be
Put down.
You know, Banchero was 23, probably.
All right. One pick away, Phil, and you might survive
one pick away, and I will be happy.
for the night. There might be a
One
trade.
more.
What if the Browns trade?
The pick is in.
What? No, that wouldn't be it.
The Browns are on the clock.
Cooper's amazing. I love him.
Let's go. Let's go to the Chiefs. Come on. They don't want to. They don't want to tackle. They don't need that.
They could take a defensive tackle.
Yeah. Yeah. They want their defense bolstered. Very poor defense.
Nah, that's very good.
Very terrible defense. Historically terrible defense.
They had like one of the best defenses under
They
Steve
just
Pagano.
had a terrible. So they really need help.
Mhm.
I think. Goal line, let's say. They got to set stuff.
All right, Chiefs need quarterback, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or offensive line.
Sanders, it's time.
Yeah, Shedeur goes
punter.
now. Shedeur Sanders and Patrick Mahomes are probably the same age. So actually, it's not true at all. Shedeur Sanders. Wait, I wonder. Oh, let's see. Dylan Gabriel. How old is Dylan Gabriel? 24. Oh, never mind. Mahomes is almost 30. Dang. Yeah, Shedeur Sanders. Dude, Mahomes is almost 30. I mean, he's washed, you know?
That here's his name called again in a trade with Kansas City. Chef, you up to Well, the Eagles tried trading up earlier in this draft to go get John Campbell, and the trade fell through, but they were able to persevere and trade up one spot. One spot. Another team for potentially coming up, especially when it opens to a fifth-round draft pick and you got 20 picks in the next 2 rounds to use as ammunition. And now they have a player who is no mention moving on from 12 to 15. He did have surgery on one of his shoulders. He's going to need surgery on another shoulder, potentially after the season. He's got a knee issue as well, but the talent is undeniable. Now, no question about it. That feels a little bit like a steal, and that feels a little bit like why, as you mentioned, Howie Wolfman is a legend of the profession. Accustomed to doing that. What does this team need? I look at a kid.
Oh, Picker's in. Oh.
Looks good in. Yeah. Yeah.
So I think this is probably the first draft I've sat the entire thing. This might be the first time I've actually seen a 30-second pick go off, or at least actually watched every pick.
It was kind of quick for the draft.
Not many trades, yeah.
Yeah.
Not until at least 25, 26 there were trades. But aside from that, it was only 2 and 5.
Here we go. Final pick. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Phil, for your loss.
They had to.
Sorry for your loss,
No,
Phil.
they took the guy.
It's a good pick, man. It's a good pick. Wow. So
Keep
Mike
trading.
Green,
Just keep
Mike
trading.
Green, Will Johnson, and Shedeur Sanders, all second rounders.
He
Yeah.
But he's coming off an injury, so he's injury prone. He's injury prone.
Look at him.
He's injury prone.
Look at him. Woo.
Yeah, never take a guy with injuries. Never take him.
He was talking to Will Howard. Oh, well, folks, appreciate everyone tuning in for this draft. As we have day 2, we sat through all 32 teams. Happy picks from our teams, except for Phil, because he didn't have his team pick happened, and he didn't get his guy. So sorry to Phil. But Charlie got his tight end. I got my wide receiver. Zach, well, he got picks. Not too happy about the Mason Graham, but he got a solid pick. So, hey, we take it.
We're getting Shedeur tomorrow.
Yeah, and Shedeur.
Yep. I will be actually on the edge of my seat at the beginning of round 2.
Oh, I'll be standing. That's for sure.
Are you just gonna be scrolling Twitter tonight, just refreshing, looking Brown, Shedeur Sanders, looking at every tweet where someone's like, they're taking him for sure.
I hope it'll be exciting. What a draft! What a draft!
What absolute draft here, folks. We appreciate everyone tuning in. That's been on from the YouTube and X for 4 hours that we've been going on right now. So that's fire. Thanks, Charlie, for coming on. Appreciate it. Zach, also Phil. Well, sorry for your loss.
I do not know what we're gonna do second round at all.
Yeah, it'll be interesting for your Texans tomorrow. The Browns, they got a pick, and yeah, well, we appreciate once again for everyone tuning in. Tomorrow probably won't be streaming unless everyone want me to stream. Definitely, just leave in the chat. Probably won't stream, but just let me know in the chat. And yeah, good draft here once again here for everybody. So yeah.
And thank you, Jeremy, for putting on this draft show.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. All right. I'll do it here, folks. We end the stream here. Once again, appreciate it. We end on YouTube and